Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are 10 minutes late, and yeah, well, it's medium responsibility on us. Maybe it's not. What's up? I'm LaChance. I'm lucky enough tonight to be joined by Vega, and we have got the commercial quarterfinals for you. We're in playoffs, baby. Here we go.
Super excited for this one. Number 1 seed versus number 4 seed for the opposite group. Little David and Goliath story. But I have some information for you, LaChance, that may make our bettors think twice for throwing the kitchen sink onto the number 1 seed tonight.
Ooh.
That is the crew. So, first of all, before we get into it, obviously draft going off here. We see the bands. We'll dig into that in a second. Our wonderful stats team does an awesome job in the sheets every year. They've created this rating system for players to kind of help visualize performance and things like that. Did you know that Bimbo Sona is the number 1 rated player in all of commercial?
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe we got a little bit of a bot lane matchup on our hands tonight between these two teams. Both teams very highly rated in the bot lane. John Pork, obviously a big performer also, but I do think the side of the crew, when you look statistically, they're a little bit more of the sum over the sum of the whole over the individual, whereas the other side is, Bimbo, Sona, and RJ. They go after it in bot lane. Big carry potential there. We are fast and furious in this draft also. Goodness.
Yeah, they know what they want, and I mean, just talking about Bimbo Sona, does this seem like a brand support angle off your research?
I haven't seen, not that I saw, and admittedly, my research was not as in-depth as it always has been.
Fair.
But
that's all right.
It is a bit of a flex, I believe, between support and jungle. Could be mid also, technically. We do see on the other side, I like the reset. I love Viego with Jinx. Obviously, Jinx Rocket gives you that first reset a lot of times in fights. Both these champions want a kill to happen instantly in a fight to kind of kick things off. What's great against Thanks trying to reset Shin? Shin Shield is one of the best things to stall time against that. Good setup there. And yeah, I'm really excited. We do see Mao's band and the Maokai band. I think the Maokai band should be support or jungle, so maybe they're guessing brand is either or, trying to just eliminate things out of that pool. Melio band away, great pairing with the Jinx there. Point out that when we say Bimbo Sona, that is the name of the support. That is in no way our opinion on Sona.
Thank you for that
budget LCS's opinion.
Absolutely, and I'd also like to take this moment that I do believe that Bimbo Sona's father is watching this stream. We said we would give a shout out. It's so cool that family can show up and watch. I'm not sure if you've tuned in yet because, again, we did start 10 minutes late. But, if you have or if you're watching the VOD, that's cool as hell of you to support your kid playing in this league. And, yeah, I'm just excited to see these teams play today.
That is awesome. That is absolutely one of the coolest things. Seeing parents show out, support people in esports is one of the coolest things out there. We do see the mill. Castaways comp still is kind of in that situation where I'm like, well, technically Brandon Galio could go in a lot of different places still. It could be Galio's support, it could be Galio. I mean, technically it could be Shin Jungle. Okay, that's another champion that could technically go mid or top. We're gonna find out. These champions are going somewhere.
We really are. And listen, you couldn't be more correct. These champions are gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna remember how to allow the good people at home to gamble. I know there's one reason to tune in to the low budget LCS, and that's so that you can undo your purse strings and place some of those hard-earned schmeckles on the felt table of the gambling den. Let me see here. Well, as I
like
stumble
the picture
through
you painted.
Thank you. We're all about narrative here. You know what they say, Vega. Cast once every 2.5 months, and you'll stay fresh as a something. Couldn't land that plane there, but we're gonna do great tonight. It's gonna be fantastic.
That was good. That raises a great question. Do you think? And I've gotten a lot of flack for this opinion, so I won't share what I think yet. But Do you think if you're on a 747, pilots inadvertently cannot, they're incapacitated. You're on the headset with the tower. Do you think you can land the plane?
And have I been voted into landing the plane?
Yes.
Is there? Okay. Well.
Yes, they voted. You seemed the most confident.
Okay.
Internally, maybe you're not. Maybe
sure.
There's some inner turmoil happening, which is understandable.
Well, let me reveal something about myself, which is that I am afraid of heights. So I'm just imagining myself. First of all, I'm confident in this situation. Good for me. I've clearly overcome a couple of things here. So I think this is me. This is my best self that's stepping into this cockpit. I think, listen, air traffic controllers, also I think pilots in general, I have some friends that are pilots. They're really good at calmly explaining things. And I think that like they could make it as idiot proof as possible. And I think all of like planes and, crafts of many kinds have lots of different fail safes. And I think there would be enough fail safes that I would probably be able to be talked through landing the plane. Maybe given it a coin flip odds that I do it right.
Okay. That's what I said. I was told, because let me give a caveat here. I'm not saying we're going to have like the smoothest landing, but I think with being coached on it, I could get the plane on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. And that's full credit to air traffic controllers.
Yeah. I think the air traffic controller. Oh, Mithril. Yes, I'm here. The father of a couple of the players. It sounds like there is a fighting family force on the field tonight. Congratulations. Are they on the same team or are they playing against each other? Because that adds another delightful narrative thread.
See, this is why I have one kid. I don't want them to compete with each other.
Smart.
It's too much for me. I couldn't take that.
Yeah, I'm one of four, and are there clashes? Of course there are. Absolutely. Do we sort of joke about sending assassins to each other? Yes. All of the time. I have many vaguely threatening texts from my brother. It's just part of the game.
That's how my sisters are too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's just part of it.
Yes.
That's just the way it goes.
Listen, I'm more afraid of my sisters. My brother will approach me in a much more straightforward manner. I might already be dead if they were trying to kill me.
I'm the youngest with two older sisters, and it's a scary thing.
Yeah.
It's a scary, scary thing.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, but I'm just outnumbered. There's just too many factional alliances. They're coming for the king, and I'm going down.
Understandable. I mean,
If the chance is the most competent in that situation, I fear it's foregone. Thanks, Loki.
What if it's like a plane filled with livestock, where you were there? You were like, there's one jump seat to get to Denver. And they're like, well, you have to fly with like livestock. And you were like, it's fine. I have to get to Denver for a wedding. And then, something happened to the pilots. And you're like, I have to land this plane full of sheep.
And it's on my own? I'm by myself?
Yeah, there's no one else on the plane except the pilots.
And no one's talking me through it?
Well, no, you still have the headset.
Okay. First thing I do. Oh no, the pilots are unconscious, right? They haven't disappeared or something.
Yeah, they're like laying not at your feet, but like, around the plane.
Okay. I'm for some reason I'm less confident about that. I feel like it's harder. Aren't livestock moving around? Do people fly livestock to places?
I don't know. You're asking a lot of questions that I came up with this premise in like 5 seconds.
Listen.
But also, in my mind, if I'm turning around on the plane and there's people looking me in the eye as I'm like, You want me to land it? Versus if I turn around, there's a bunch of sheep. I'm like, well, this wouldn't be a horrible tragedy if it were just me and all these sheep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel much more confident and loose about things.
Huh. I think the crowd of people would center and ground me. Like
they would clap when you landed too.
They would clap.
The sheep wouldn't even know what had happened.
100%. I think like if someone was panicking in front of me and I was in a position of authority, that would like prompt all of my nervous systems to calm down and be like, people are looking to you for calm, and that would like push a lot of my fears to the side. And I do think that would put me in the best situation. Whereas if I'm with those fucking sheep, they're not helping me at all. Yeah, I think actually the sheep are the difference. I think I go down. I think I am. Yeah, I'm the opposite. If I turn around and all those people are like, "We're relying on you," I'm like, "Oh no, this is not good. We're not in a good place, guys." Where if it's a sheep, I'm like, are these sheep like? Have they named these sheep, or are these just like, no one knows about these sheep?
Right. Yeah. Is it gonna be mysterious man and 30 sheep are lost in plane crash, or?
Well,
yeah,
I mean, are you even
pet
on the flight manifest? You got the last
exactly. Will they even know? Will anyone even know?
And you're officiating that wedding in Denver. The wedding will know.
That's the real tragedy. That's the real tragedy.
Yeah, you're the groom or the bride, whoever you're closest with. I'm assuming you're very close with the couple as a whole. Otherwise, it would be crazy for you to be asked. But they wanted you to parachute in. And you said no, but then you were going to surprise them, so they didn't even know you're up in that plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever?
No, you're right. You're right.
You ever parachuted? You ever jumped out of a plane?
I have not. Funny enough, I used to work with a software company with a guy what he did on the weekends was he was the guy who like parachuted into the NASCAR races with the American flag on his back.
What? What's that guy like? Is he cool?
He's what you would imagine that guy. I mean, yeah, he was cool.
Sure.
But also I was like, young 20s, so I was like, yeah, this guy's awesome. Also, he's rich because he's doing this for fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He owned like a skydiving company as like a spare thing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Which is, yeah, I mean, you own a company and they ask you to do it and you're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I guess that's the benefit of owning the company is you just volunteer yourself to do it.
I love people with just unexpected careers like that. I was recently talking to a guy which this isn't the most insane thing in the world. Oh, they changed.
Yeah, it's cool. Stuff. It's cool now. Yeah.
What?
I mean, I will say this.
What the fuck?
The amount of stuff you can do versus the impact it has on my viewing experience is not. I never would have thought like, gotta get that settings button out of here.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy that they are at least acknowledging that this exists.
Yeah, that's nice of them. God, how do I? Oh, okay, great. And then, oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, curses. Hold on, folks. Stream. Okay, we're gonna.
I'm not gonna oust you.
That's
fine.
Are you ousting me? What's up?
I was just about to say the bottles thing. I got to have a conversation in stream a couple days ago with someone who was casting, and they were like, "Well, I don't have an overlay with 3 bottles." And then I remembered a conversation you had with me, which was, well, you would never need to have an overlay with 3 bottles because if one of the teams had 3 bottles, the series is over.
Exactly.
I was like, that's a fair point. That is a fair point.
By the way, like you were playing my role in the conversation I had with somebody else where I absolutely asked the same thing. They're like,
it's a channel. It's like forbidden knowledge that slowly gets passed down in low budget. Exactly. Why are there not 3 bottles? Well, as my father LeChance taught me, his father before him.
Take a seat by the fire. I've got something to tell you.
We have not yet talked about this game.
Not a lick, but now is a great time because all of our questions have been answered, Vega. We know where the champions are, and does any of it surprise you?
I do think this is the optimal situation for what the champions they had when they rolled the dice, and these are the champions they got. I really like having the Galio in the bot lane. It's easy to play off of. It sets up the MF most. That's what Galio wants to play off, that giant taunt with the MF ult, right? So being there makes sense. Also, Jace is a great matchup into Mel. Mel's Reflect isn't near as good into a champion that's constantly throwing those projectiles, right? So it's a little bit less effective there. And then Brand Jungle, obviously very good. Clears very, very quickly. He's able to gank and things like that. The only worry I have for Red Side is they don't have a lot of, like, make the enemy team fight tools,
Right.
Whereas, you can Braum ult, you can flash W if you're Viego to start fights, things like that. They have more tools where, if you're out of position, they can kind of force. But with that said, I think I like both comps also because both teams have put a lot of eggs in their AD carries baskets, and we talked about these bot lanes being incredibly strong.
I think that's a great observation that there aren't that many go buttons. And I think what that says to me, and we'll see if the play style's reflected, but that you're going to need to play around objectives. That's what's going to get the other team to come to you. And that's going to take a lot of team coordination, a lot of cohesion. Yeah, we'll see if they're bringing that to the table tonight.
Yeah, and I do like the idea of Blue Side's comp with the Mel, Viego, Jinx. These are all champions that, can... Well, obviously, the Jinx and Viego can reset, but Mel has the, ult execute that can set that up very well. Braum is very good if you tag somebody. There's a lot of good tools and thought in that draft. On the other side, there's really good siege, right? If you get 3 grubs and you are like a Jace brand MF comp, we've all taken those massive double up damage on like 1 to 2 items, things like that. It can be kind of hard to stand in front of waves against that comp. And as the game goes on, if the Shin does not get put behind us, we see some good trading here out of the Shin. Wave in great position if this is a gank also, but will be spotted.
And good on this Renekton. This is great ward placement. You're playing something aggressive like Renekton. You need to just take a second to make sure that you're going to play aggressive as safe as possible. And they did that.
Yeah, and that's good Renekton play, much like that. It's walking that line, right? Of like Renekton wants to harass you. He wants to be that kind of early game champion, to beat you up. Less so than he was probably for us, 40-year-olds who play League. But, still one of those champions who is very strong early, but you have to kind of mitigate, when are you being aggressive and not giving your opponent a window to punish back.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my new joke now that I'm 35 is to say I'm 40.
Dude, hell yeah. I'm not too far behind you, buddy. Don't worry. I'll catch up.
We're getting there. I'm also not 35. I just realized I'm 34. My bad.
Yeah, for a second I was like, I thought we were we're very close in age.
I just remember that.
Yeah, I'm 33, but almost 34.
Yeah, look at us. We're there.
Right? Time does go forward. How's the Wi-Fi in the hospice? Fuck you, Luffy.
Thank you, Luffy. Thank you.
We're gonna fucking have some fisticuffs. God damn. Glance over. That's the thing I see.
That's the chat message you read out of all of it.
Wow, that comment, almost aggressive as Viego's being in the jungle here. Look at this invade and Braum right around the corner. These two, they might meet. They might have a little meet cute here in the jungle. Oh, wait. It actually doesn't
2 ships
look
passing
like
in the night.
They are 2 ships passing in the night. Next couple seconds are going to be pretty interesting. Viego has revealed themselves. Going to come around. Bimbo Sona. Great taunt right there. Grabs them. In that invisibility. Takes the opportunity to re-engage. Knowing that accelerates over the wall. And engaged Moose is actually being baited into it. That stun lands for the Branded on fire. Enraged Moose to flash away. First blood going to Misfortune. The fight continues. Dummy in a bit of trouble right here. The Shen comes through. And they do it! What a fantastic turn right there by the Castaways.
I told you early on not to count out this 4th seed. This bot lane is ready to scrap. And that is your #1 rated player in the league, Bimbo Sona there. Insane taunt. That's the danger of playing with the Viego gank. If you're the first one in, you can be taunted and bursted down. They're not able to stay in dealing damage, and the brand timing is perfect on the counter gank. We're able to turn that around. 3 kills, 2 onto this Misfortune early. That will also net them this dragon here. Viego takes a little sniff, but actually, MF needs to be careful here.
The question is, will they be able to get it off? That's a low health bar. And they Voidlings gets that kill right there. Oh, things are coming up Castaways.
Ooh, they are, and the Shin ends up being insane there to stop things. And I think actually Shin's ult got canceled, but the shield came through onto Galio, so it actually ended up being the dream situation because Shin didn't really need to be in the bot lane after the ult, so he doesn't lose his plates top lane, and they're able to survive down there. That is going to be a strong EMF. Those double ups are going to hit hard. But obviously, anytime you're playing a comp with Jinx in it, you're never sweating too much of an early lead, right? You're always like, okay, all it takes is one fight, one good reset, and Jinx Viego is right back in the game.
Yeah, 100%. By the way, totally sold on Bimbo Sona's stats right here. I think what you want to see out of your support is poise under pressure, and Viego lurking in the shadows. I mean, that was just a great play with that taunt right there. Totally in control. I mean, that taunt truly was the whole fight.
It is. I mean, and Galio gets so much value out of that if it hits multiple targets. And early on, before Jinx gets items and things, normally, in a late game situation, that fight's great, right? Because they're forced to turn around, they're forced to deal with the Viego, and Jinx is free hitting. But early on, just on a Doran's Blade, Jinx doesn't really threaten those champions early enough to, make that extended play bad, and they're able to turn it and get that gold over. That is a finished item on MF at 8.5 minutes. It is a Ghost Blade, which is a little bit cheaper, but still, that's a big power spike.
100%. But listen, the crew isn't the #1 seed for no reason. These guys are going to keep it tight. And like you said, I mean, this Jinx, you got the forever scaling. Oh God, the Shen auto is starting to hit mighty hard.
Yeah, Renekton doing a good job with the CS lead up here. I'm really impressed with that. Has kept this pretty much at tower most of the game, which is great. You are in the point now. You hit that level 6 on Renekton. You feel pretty good, even if you go a little bit low because you get the health burst whenever you ult. And Shin does not have a combat ult for top lane 1v1, right? So that level 6 power spike, oh my goodness, yeah, those double ups hit. So in the 1v1 now, Shin goes into the, okay, Renekton, I'm probably never soloing you unless I whittle you down slowly.
Yeah, okay, so my eyes right now are just on the roaming from Bimbo Sona. Nice pink ward drop up in the river, and that ult, now that it's online, you can just roam and make some of these crazy plays. That being said, I mean, it's not necessarily like Mel's gonna jump onto Jace. Although Jace could jump onto Mel. Get the WWE off the top rope moment. Okay, Renekton is... Okay, pops the ult there. But down the bot lane, Viego coming in, does land the stun right there. And here's the Galio ult coming down, but they burst the ADC. Not enough time, and they've got enough damage to take down Galio. Huge comeback play here from the Viego.
Yeah, just like that, we're pretty much even gold. That will be a wave crashing in plates to this Jinx in the bot lane also, and Viego gets both of those. That is massive. That puts Viego right back into the game, and that's a flashless MF. That's how you punish right there. Great play to put this game back in good position there. They do get the Renekton on the top side, but I believe Shin ult was on cooldown there. They also don't have the flash on MF, and that's great timing. I said, hey, it didn't go right the first time, but we did get resources. We can revisit this lane, and Jinx right back into the game now. Should have a pretty big buy on this base whenever she gets there. Yeah, about 1,500 is pretty nice.
Yeah, you can buy something fairly meaty with that. They've got Brand walking around. Maybe going to make something happen here in the mid lane. Ooh. It's a low health Mel. Okay.
Even if that play doesn't get a lot, I like the idea of like, hey, let's get pressure on the map. Let's see if we can't get the TP out of Mel, get some things there. Well, they did cancel Jinx's base. You got stuck in the lane a little bit there.
Ooh. Any tempo stuff. Always helpful. 30 seconds till this next dragon. something to fight over again. Gold, pretty even, but, you know, credit where credit is due. Down in kills, up in gold. Yeah, Crew's doing a great job coming back.
Yeah, this game's back to a pretty even state now. It's going to come down to execution. I do like the big R buttons on the red side, but obviously if Viego gets reset on that first item now, has the Empower Boots, we do have Jinx, you know, now has some items in pocket. Oh, gotta be careful mid here. I like this roam time and get that mid prio so it's easier to walk to the dragon here. They've already started it.
Looks like we might have a fight. Enraged Moose, let's see. Braum ult is on the table. That dragon's down to half health here. Let's see if they try to make something happen. Rocket does connect, but the smite will secure it. Oh!
Benny dig. Get out of dodge
nice.
here.
Wait, flash right into it. That's going to be a bullet time. Nice timing with the Braum ult. One person does go down. Misfortune is in the bushes right here, weaving the autos back and forth. Royal Jelly with the barrier going to give them a little bit more time.
Ooh.
That was the Mel ult. A good flash away from the Misfortune on the backline to keep themselves alive. And now Mel trying to kite. They could do this. These are kind of low health bars, but it's a 2v1, and that's going to be the damage.
Yeah, that is a huge fight, and Viego really wanted to get in and get that reset. He's so close to getting the first reset of the fight, but the MF ult does a ton of damage. He's able to push the people out of the fight, and she gets into that bottom bush, is able to play. Now, Jace and Brand, huge benefactors of that fight. And Renekton has to be a little bit careful here. I don't believe he's in threat of being killed, but has to be safe. This is Shin, who did just buy. Is sacking the wave for this.
See what they can do, but they have ult. This is going to be
Galio
sorry. Galio ult's going to come in. Nice. Get the knock up. Still very low health on the Shen. Accelerate is here. Dummy trying to get the reset. Oh, he's got the berries. Is it enough? It is not. He is going to go down.
I feel so bad for Dummy, but so many of these are so close to a reset.
Yes.
Just not quite. Oh, gotta be careful. Oh,
wow.
That base gets off. So close.
Yeah, on target. Accelerate knew what was happening there.
There is no support down here, so MF gonna have to play careful. Does have the barrier, but this you gotta be careful around towers low like this because Jinx does get her reset off the towers, trying to just trade with it. Oh! Just kills the Jinx!
Oh my god! I gotta be honest, didn't think it was gonna play out like that. Enraged Moose. Nice. Good play with the slows there, but impeccable from the Misfortune.
They do get the tower gold. I love the idea, though, of being like, hey, if you're just going to take my tower, I'm just going to start autoing you in the face.
Yeah.
But it's one of those trades where it's like, yeah, MF gets the kill, that's great, but you are losing a bot structure. Your top structure is low, but they want these towers so bad. Castaways is going to punish.
Dude, Accelerate is everywhere, and yes, absolutely. Now it's going to be a 2v2, but a lot of the damage has already been done. Okay, Accelerate does go down. Viego gets this reset. Question is, how does Shen feel about this fight? And seemingly pretty good. Oh my god, dodges it right there. Gets the kill. Ultimately swings in the direction of Castaways. And Vega, we're at 15 minutes, 17 kills. This has been a pretty bloody game.
It has.
How's that bolognese?
Spaghetti. Right as I was like, okay, the chance is talking me thinking about you like Vega? I'm like, oh,
hell yeah. Get you with
it's
that
great,
pasta.
by the way.
Good.
It's great, by the way.
Good. I'm glad. Did you get any garlic bread with that?
I did actually.
Yes.
Of course. I've been going here long enough too that when I order it, I get it for free now. They just send me the garlic bread.
It is so nice to be a regular at a place. I'm always grateful when any place is like, we remember what you like, and like, yeah, this is just you know, when you hear your family.
Feels good.
It does.
It just feels good. Okay, Rafael started. This is a big objective right here because this could be Castaway's chance to break some of these towers they haven't been able to approach yet. That is the lead right now.
Oh.
That is.
Go
so much
right
damage.
To Accelerate, but the shield and I mean just 2 ults drop to keep him alive, and that's the right move as Enraged Moose is going to get taken out of the fight, and Castaways are just on fire.
Jace wants the shock blast so bad.
Oh my god. Oh! There it is.
And there it is.
Oh.
And there it is.
A classic 3-pointer.
Oh, they're going to get the charge on tier 2.
Oh my god. The tempo.
This is huge. I mean, this is a huge power play. They can actually break base with this.
No fucking way. Yes, they can.
I would not. I would hazard against taking the inhib this early, but
I mean, pre-20 minutes. Wow.
That's such a good play. That is massive.
Yeah.
But like we said before, they are finding side lane pressure. That is both tier 2s in top and bot are under threat and very low now, as we see two very different styles at work.
Oh, wow.
Should be able to get out of here. Dragon's 18 seconds, so not a lot of time there. There is no Galio ult, there is no MF ult, there is no Shin ult. So a lot of giant tools that would be used in this fight don't exist right now.
Yeah, important things. That's a good chunk of health that's gone right there. I mean, yeah, looks like some backs are going to come through. I mean, how do you play this? Do you try to have the whole team back? What's the deal?
It's so risky because when you're on Castaways, you really don't want to give this dragon because this is your sole point, right? This is your, hey, we want to keep the pressure on this Jinx comp very early, and they've done a good job splitting the fight right now. I think there will be enough. They're not letting the DPS get to the dragon easily, so it's not going down as fast as it could, but Brand is not here yet.
Not yet, and that's going to be a Cloud Drake going over to the blue side, and Voidling's looking quite low. Will they catch Dummy on the backside? They do now. Enraged Moose forced to flash over, and 2 flashes burned in kind. Oh my god, the passive, the Braum passive is going to kill Braum. Oh, sorry.
My.
Brand kills Braum. That's a full ace. A dragon for 5 kills. I still think that's a Castaways win.
Yeah, I'm going to say that if you have to give the dragon, that's probably the best case scenario to give it, right? You get a full ace. Your team is in great position gold-wise now. Now's an okay time to break this mid inhib. The Baron is still 6 minutes away. You can play the Otacon perhaps with this down, but it's always so risky taking early inhib because you are going to offer up a lane to that team to farm for a while, right? That is a good avenue for a team back in. But when you're as far ahead as they are right now, they probably feel like they want this game to end in the next 10 minutes.
Absolutely. Now, I'm just going to ask it. Thank you, Pickle Hater. It's just
in
general settings. Okay.
It's an interface, I think. I think it's an
interface. Spectator mini
Is
map.
it actually? Yeah, there you go.
Getting smaller. Okay. Delightful.
There you go.
All right, we did it.
Nice.
Good job, team. They must have changed it at some point.
Well, you know, they're fiddling around in there.
Classic.
They are. One thing, I will say this. One thing Castaways has done a lot in this game is something I love seeing sometimes, especially when you're a team that theoretically might be outmatched, is they do the unconventional thing. Like the conventional idea here would be someone is catching midway if the Jinx is pushing, right? But they just all of a sudden overload bot lane.
Yeah.
They're just all of a sudden like, you know what, actually...
Oh my god, Brand just dumps everything out, and Jinx is low enough for Voidlings to get that kill. And now they're isolating Moose.
Oh my gosh, I love the setup on that too. They get... Brand goes in, dumps all of his abilities on the front. Braum throws the shield up in front, and then Jace is coming from the side. So Braum's not able to keep, Jinx clean alone like that. And just like that, I mean... They are in great position for this Otacon. Otacon is the bane of all teams if they want to throw. It looks like this one might just be free. They don't really have anything to contest with. Renekton will probably get this tier 2 top. Oh, actually, maybe not. We will see.
Yeah, they've been, Castaways have been riding the momentum really well. Lots of fights going right into objectives. Yeah, they've just kept it up at a great pace here. Lots of great crew vision on the top side of the map, though. And, Baron's going to be coming into play quite soon here. And that vision will be valuable. Yeah, crew has got to do something to regain control and momentum again. I think we have talked about it, though, that there's always going to be that option. Hold out for the hope of a massive Jinx reset, or even a minor Jinx reset, in the middle of a team fight. And, we've seen it in lots of other games. All of a sudden, you will find yourself winning.
Absolutely. And they are still in this situation of where I think the game is at a point where they kind of have to look for off-number fight, right? They want to find someone who's pushing a side lane alone, attacking maybe the Shin in the side lane so he can't ult to help and things like that. Because right now, if it's just front to back, the side of Castaways, if they just roll their face on the Brand ult, the MF ult, the Galio ult, it is very hard with their gold lead to lose the fight, right? There's just a lot of upfront, even just Brand's ambient damage with his passive is very large. But you have a comp on the other side that where if you're in an off-number fight, it's much easier to get a reset. It's much easier to play on things, and you have great tools for doing that, right? Viego very quickly can get into a side lane and make a play. Renekton is very strong in that. Mel's execute can be very good for picking somebody. The question is you just got to get there. And right now, one thing that I like that is happening is Castaways is not really giving that, right? Castaways is staying kind of balled up on each other. They're saying, hey, we may miss a wave or two here and there. You might get a random side tower, but we're not going to give you an easy target.
Absolutely. I like Galio walk out of there. I think that's reasonable.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
It is 2-item Jinx now. 2-item Jinx, 2-item Mel. They're on item spikes close enough. Usually, you kind of count the tiers of items that are done. MF's on 2 completed items, right? Sure, she has a gold lead, but item to item, there's 2 completed items. This mid wave is so... It feels so bad, though. You have to catch us. They're not on soul point, so this dragon is not do or die for that side. They can let Jinx get this wave. They may just try to sneak in for a steal.
Looks like they're gonna
so risky.
do some probing. The rocket comes through. Okay, they're gonna secure it. Dummy burns the flash to get back over the wall. Just doesn't want to let another kill go over. And this is Renekton in the 1v1 against this Shen, but Shen is so meaty, so big right now. But they've got more dashes. Does look like they're gonna get away.
Does Shin has eaten his lunch and more. Very strong now. But Jinx, I will say, has been soaking these super waves mid the last couple minutes, and we see the 30 CS lead for this Jinx now. She is a champion. She's 2 items, probably has some gold in pocket to be able to buy some things. You could tell some of the jungle camps going her way. Yeah, 8,100. She's only 800 gold off of the MF, which, considering the game state in a 21-5 game, is not a lot.
Bro, no, not at all. No, I think that's also a sign of the communication that's probably going on behind the scenes in the crew, where it's very clear, we are feeding this Jinx. We want Royal Jelly to show up big in a fight that realistically probably going to happen in 4 minutes, right? They're probably not going to take the bait in too many other situations outside of that Soul Point Dragon or Baron being forced here. And yeah, just keep on funneling gold to her.
Yeah, agreed. And Mel is on 2 items. She definitely can't be ignored in this comp. She does deal good damage. Well,
but
unless you're Shin, maybe.
Shen. Yeah. God. Such a thick health bar. And this is just good fundamentals from the Castaways. Just going to knock down some of these last outer towers. Get a strong push going. But Ping's coming up in the mid lane as it's a great trade from the crew.
Yeah, I like this from the crew. You get shut down on towers. So trading 1-for-1 on towers is great. The biggest thing is they can't allow... Renekton still will be under threat in this top lane. Gotta be careful up here, but does keep able to clear the wave. Good job there. Looks like they're doing exactly what we talked about earlier. Attack the Shin.
Yes. Oh, I love this. Shen taking a trip
That's going to be Baron. They're going to start Baron.
Oh, my God. The bait and switch with the Shen. Teleports to safety. All of a sudden, everybody's up here using the Jinx rocket to scry. Gets a little bit of damage down, but the only agent in the area is Renekton. And you just got to give it up.
And unfortunately, they do have to give that one away. It's a beautiful use of the Shin ult just to join the team, and you realize, hey, if 3 people are bot fighting me, 3 people can't be at the Baron.
A delightful magic trick. And, we talked about tempo. I think the ideal thing now is you have a really effective Baron play that sets you up, maybe cracks an inhib here or there and sets you up to take this soul safely. So it's going to really be on the crew to play defensively and stuff maybe the worst outcome of this Baron play.
Yep. Right now, we are in that stage of okay, what can Castaways do with the Baron? They have a great siege comp, right? They have Jace, they have Brand, they have these great long-range tools that can harass at towers, but how do they set their waves up? How do they make sure that they have those situations? And, well, that will not help the siege.
No, it will not.
Can't say. I'm confident in that one.
Yeah, no, I think that is rock solid analysis. But you know, both teams have 15 minutes of pause time to play with.
Don't say that. No, please don't use it.
And I'm not trying to conjure it. Vega and I have been stuck in sort of a pause specter hell for a long time.
Oh,
okay, great, we're out. Delightful. Maybe they just needed to take a sip of whatever they were drinking.
Pause.
Pause. Nothing more classic than this.
We've all been there.
All been there.
All of us. A collective conscious of LBLCS.
So I think, thinking about the ways that they can use this Baron, the lane setups that they've got. We've got a 1-2-2 here, with the Shen obviously being very flexible with the teleport if they do need to move around. And right now it's just great to force people to spread out. I like having that Jace in the mid lane because if he does get free time on the inhib, that's going to go down pretty quick. And whoa, we've got the 1v1 breaking out here. Sorry, did I say 1v1? It is going to be a 2v1 as Dummy has made their way up here. Let's see how strong this Shen is. It's a low health Renekton. The taunt forward, they do get the kill. It's a 1-for-1, but a Baron gets taken off of the map. And listen, we talked about that Jace being alone on that inhib in the center right there. And they're going to get some time. Whoa, great flash. Dodging that rocket. We're going to let these Baron-empowered minions just slam into the turret. Jace in the mid lane doing a great job playing with this wave. A flash forward. They go for the taunt. They get it. A Bramble comes off too. Misfortune dropping bullet time. Getting a kill there. Now the inhib is open. They are really trying to make some action happen here. That's going to be Mel looking quite low as Voidling tries to get a kill. Galliol coming in. Gets the knockup. Dummy looking for the reset, but they're going to get taken down by Jason in the back line. He just barely lives.
This game is, I mean, this fight is actually so close. But ultimately they do crack the base. They get double inhibs there. I love the play on top to get the Shin off the map, get that Shin off the map if you're able to reset. I think Renekton was maybe just a little bit ahead of the play, which did end up giving over that kill, which, I mean, a 1-for-1 when you're behind is still fine. You don't hate that. But this will ultimately, I think, afford them the soul here.
I think you're right. We talked about like what the best turnout for that Baron play was. What the best turnout for that Baron play was, and I think that was it, right? Those two inhibs.
I mean, yeah.
Those are the ones you want to take if you're going to set up for that soul. And I honestly didn't even need the super minions to start crashing in. It was just enough to win that fight back, and then now they've got it. And I mean, Castaways are in the driver's seat. There's no real other way to play this. The crew has got to call on Royal Jelly and set Royal Jelly up for success, right? The fight that they need to happen to start the comeback that needs to happen soon. We're at 30 minutes. You know, the Castaways is going to make some final pushes pretty quick.
Yeah, and it does feel like on the side of the crew, you're waiting on the Jinx Infinity Edge, right? They're kind of saying like, hey, that's our spike. That's where we're playing. If we get Jinx Infinity Edge, we're going to, that's going to be our, and there it is. So this is the Alamo now, you know, defending this last inhibitor away from Castaways. But like we said earlier, I want to give a big shout out to Voidlings in this game. We saw in that siege what the Jace can do when you are set up on an objective and you have to stand there. This Jace absolutely loves those situations of just firing shock blast in one after the other. Baron will be up soon. Let me look for something off of tempo here.
I think
they get the blue buff. They get the blue buff.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really upfront misfortune right there. And whoa, very nice step back. Sets up for the bullet time, just takes it down, and now a misfortune is chasing down a Viego. Oh, hold on though. Viego.
Viego has 3 items here.
Dummy ain't no dummy. Looking for the kill. If they can just get it. Oh.
How many times have we seen that this game? Just so close to an execute.
Dummy has been
on bot lane.
hit away from an execute probably 6 times over the course of this game.
Yeah, almost every death was something where I was like, oh, if they just get this execute, this could be really good.
Royal Jelly getting those minigun shots in, but I mean, that's the Shen. It's a tanky boy. Castaways, they've got the wallet. Voidling so fast, jumping in on Royal Jelly, but not enough damage to take him out, actually.
You gotta be careful here not to over-aggress. Also, they're in great position. They should be able to theoretically end the game here, but...
Good coordination on that. Taking out a tank right here is actually kind of massive, especially when Royal Jelly's that last defender. That's going to be the kill going down. Nobody left on the map as the Nexus is exposed. And Castaways have earned this one as we go into game 2 of our best of 3.
Here we go. Game 1 in the books, and we talked about it in the pregame. One of the best things about playoffs is you kind of throw out the record. You know, all that matters is how you perform. It is single elimination, best of 3. The pressure ramps up the second you get into playoffs here. And Castaways, they're going to be feeling very confident after that game 1. Very good performance from them across the board.
Absolutely. All about what you can do on the day. And like with all series, it's all about what lessons you can learn from game to game. Little Robot Man, what's up? Welcome back to the cast. Okay. Castaways won that one. I'm just going to make sure that I complete the prediction properly. And they had 72% of the vote from the good people at home betting those schmeckles. Congratulations. Enjoy your winnings. I love it. Oryx saying it's bounce back time. Let's go to game 3. Warriors, the crew. The faithful of the crew. Unshaken. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you saw the bright spots in that game, and there were so many times where you're like, wow, if this just went slightly different, crew could be in such a good position. And one awesome thing about low budget this season is it is fearless. We will see all new drafts for the next game, new strategies, new ideas. Shin and Galio are gone, right? There is no giant global comp left unless they want to play Nocturne Karthus, which I'm going to wager probably doesn't happen.
Probably won't. Everyone just saw me struggle to spell whenever and then spell it wrong the second time. That's okay. Luffy trying to invite me to a game. You won't.
Luffy got me last game. One of my favorite things that happens is I'll be in like a random league Discord server and I'll see someone make an announcement and I'll see one lone Milky Sports react, and it's always Luffy. I'm like, I don't even need to hover over this to see what it is. Shout out Luffy, amazing person.
Truly is. A mischievous minx. I'm in so many Yeah, man. I believe it. Okay. We're coming into game 2. I'm gonna tell you, listen, I think the crew's takeaway. Genuinely, I think you're right. They did play really well. I think the Castaways did a fantastic job of like grabbing momentum and just never quite letting the crew get a handle on it. So if I'm the crew, my conversation is about like early game. It's about nailing that first gank, and then, just doing the fundamentals, making sure we're hitting those objectives. We saw how much Castaways enjoyed taking those dragons, enjoying taking those barons. We know that they're on top of it, so we know we're going to be at those fights and just setting up as best you can for that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you saying anything different or adding to that if you're in the locker room?
I think you hit the nail on the head is, hey, it's the first game of playoffs. It is going to feel different when you walk out. If I'm on a team and we kind of have a game like that, game 1, it's very much like, hey, we're in playoffs. This is our wake up game. Like, hey, they played very well. We had some opportunities that we didn't quite capitalize on, but we were that close. All we need to do is get that much closer in the next game, right? And best thing about the series now is like, hey, if you can get it to a best of 1 in game 3, like that's all you need.
Yeah, 100%. Also, oh wait. Oh, beautiful. Never mind. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Enraged Moose. Okay. Yeah, also I think like the momentum, obviously you'd like to win game 1. But if you win game 2 and you push it to that third game in a best of 3, you've got a lot of momentum, right? It's a huge shift to be the team that wins game 2 if you were down in game 1. So I mean, you've got that to potentially look forward to.
Yeah, we do see draft kicking off here for us just now. We're just in the beginning of the band phase, so nothing crazy happening yet.
Indeed. Let's see if I can get this to change. Did the same thing 2 times in a row. Not sure why I thought that would do anything.
Well, that's okay.
Ooh. Oh, great. It's working now. Okay. Delightful.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, Fearless. I love it. And, you know, we'll get all new shit here. Will we see a Sona on Bimbo Sona? It's one of my curiosities.
Well, that's a good question. Something about having a namesake champion.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to play it, right? I mean, that's kind of, can't not do it. That would feel bad.
Yeah, you know, unless it's one of those like big baits where like
that's true too. That's true.
You don't want to
Smolder.
Ooh, Smolder. Another scaling champ here, but Castaways are going to take this one.
Yeah, a little bit of flip-flop ideologies right now. Lucian locked in for the crew, a little bit more of that laning strength.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hui, love seeing Hui get played. So fun of a champion, so many options. Seeing somebody really good at Hui also is very fun to watch.
Yeah, there's
I feel like Smolder... Oh, go ahead.
No, there's just a lot of great long range of abilities of Hui, and Hui can set up a battlefield in a really fun way that feels smooth. They just did a great job designing that champ.
I do very much like it, and it is very thematically fits the way it feels to play, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Smolder Scion. So I do like both these champions together. What does Smolder want more than anything? A big meatball to stand in the front and allow them to deal damage. And I do think Smolder's in one of my places that I like, because when Smolder released, you know, obviously it was very... A lot of games felt very like, okay, this entire game is just Smolder's going to get the stacks and then they're going to win. Whereas now it feels more, okay, you know, we actually, even when they get to stacks, the game's still winnable. It requires like a pretty good amount of work.
Mm-hmm.
But you always have to have that in the back of your head, right? Still, of like, okay, at some point there is going to be an execute on the map. And they do draft the Ziggs. I like Ziggs a lot right now also. Similar to the Jace, big siege champion, able to, you know, push under towers. If they get ahead, they have a lot of good tools, again, to kind of pressure that. But the crew, obviously, Lucianami is an incredibly strong lane, especially into something like Smolder that wants to stack and kind of be a little bit passive early in the game. I like the adaptation for the crew, saying, hey, let's not get behind early. Let's get ourselves a comp that can have a little bit more control of that early game.
Yeah, and I think we saw that the crew really wanted to fight, and so putting those tools in their hands is great. And I also agree. I like what I'm seeing from Castaways here. I love Ziggs purely for the fact that he just rips through towers, and this ultimately is a game about destroying all the towers and then the Nexus, and that's what that guy does. So
he is very good at that. Right now, we'll see what they choose to round this comp out with. Then we're going to get either the jungle or the top here for the crew. There's a lot of great picks still available here. You know, it's like the Jarvan, you have Vi, you have Wukong, you know, lots of things that go well for both sides out there. But is there a secret pocket pick that one of these teams just really likes? Is there a champion that we're not thinking of that could slot in here that would be very good with them? I would like to see something ganking. There he is, Jarvan. when you have an active bot lane like Lucianami, you'd like to have an active jungler that can kind of play off that tempo and that strength that you create, and Jarvan is one of the best at it. Also, that's a nice takeaway for the Ziggs comp. Ziggs likes to have Jarvan in their comp also. See what they answer with here. 5 seconds ticking down. We will see the comp round out here.
Now I'm seeing some comments about maybe some struggles to kill Scion from the crew. Do you think
Yes.
that's a problem that can be solved by one champion? What's that puzzle piece?
It does depend on the top lane matchup. I think they still have that pick. It is a damage roll normally. Not unless Wukong's very good. I very much like Castaways setup. It's again a comp where it's like, guys, we need to press R.
Yes.
That will be. We are going to do that in the fight. The other side is not. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Listen, you've got our attention.
Oh.
Whoever on the crew is doing this, you've got our attention. Sure.
It's a Dr. Mundo.
Yeah.
So they're kind of saying the same thing, which is they're like, okay, look, maybe we don't kill Scion, but can you kill Dr. Mundo?
Yeah. That is a really fun way to counter that idea. They're not gonna get pulled into playing the game of trying to kill their guy. You got to kill our guy. You got to handle it somehow.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it is for any of our Worlds watchers. I mean, it is Scion's world right now, but Mundo is a decent matchup into it. You know, the Q doesn't. You know, you don't get caught in the Q harassed by Scion largely because you're passive. You also get a lane where you're able to stack and kind of get to that point. You can be dangerous in a side lane also for taking towers. And I do think there's not great tools. Obviously, if the Smolder gets to a couple items or Ziggs gets to a couple items, like they can deal with Mundo at some point. But right now, I think this is going to be a game that's largely played around the 4v4 and Mundo trying to keep Scion away from that fight. And Jarvan will have a tough time, I think, at certain points in this game. Ziggs is the only true easy target for it. Obviously, Smolder's fly makes it hard, but I think if you're the crew, the goal of this game is to let that Smolder not be a factor for a while, right? You're playing Lucianami. You want that lane to be, pushed in. You want to be roaming with the Jarvan, making plays onto the Wukong and Ziggs, and largely keeping Smolder out of the game. So we'll see.
We will indeed, and bets are live. If you felt like you made the right choice last time, or maybe you've got an inside track, you see how the winds of fate are turning right now. That's the perfect time to put some schmeckles out on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. For a second, it was 99% on Castaways, and I was like, you gotta bet the under. You're crazy if you don't bet the under.
I have to.
You have to. It's just more interesting.
I made my 1,000 last game. I will reinvest it immediately.
Good.
As you know, I always bet the under. So I will wait until the end because I've learned my lesson now to not bet early because you guys will make it not the under.
Yep. You'll tip them to your strategy, and then they'll just ruin it.
Yeah, but it is what they want to see chaos. I understand. It is what it is, like whatever. I'm not. I've seen what makes you guys cheer. I don't care about your boos.
Yeah, disrespect the audience.
This is surely a tool for success.
Papoa, that's gonna be the Castaways have the Wukong. Luffy is trying to mislead you. Luffy, of course, is a spirit fox who is full of trickery and mischief. Sort of our normal talismans have not been upkept, and so he got into the Discord and sort of has been weaving his yokai magic through the server. So, just handle it as you will.
We truly have a way with words.
Thank you. It's important to know language when you're discussing various, spirits of different cultures. It's important. Listen, I've watched enough anime to know that if I'm gonna get sucked into another world, I gotta be ready. You're not gonna isekai me with my pants down.
That is a sentence I've never heard.
Another friend.
My partner is playing Alien Isolation for the first time ever. So if you hear a scream, she's been fine so far. Last night she was also fine until I picked our cat up, and I'm not sure if it was just terrible timing or what, but she let out a blood-curdling scream. She turned a corner to be face to face with, an alien, and obviously, as many would, screamed. But yeah, just if you hear that, that's what it is.
Shout out to Itty Bitty Banshee, great channel. If you're looking for other things to watch, maybe see where the streams come from. Check them out.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you played the Digimon game?
Dude, no, I haven't, but I've been seeing what even is it like?
So cool. Fully voiced. I mean, normally I'm kind of a Pokemon guy, but fully voice acted, has like 400 and something Digimon in it. Very cool game, turn-based combat.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just really cool. I was really surprised because it kind of came out of nowhere. I'm like, I didn't even know Digimon games were still happening.
Yeah, the Digimon fan base is very much alive. I had a conversation with somebody about this recently, but yeah, people who are into Digimon are into Digimon, and I respect it.
Yeah, and I do like Digimon. I mean, I remember being a kid and seeing the movie, and it had 1 week like the song in it by Bare Naked Ladies, to be like, wow, we really made it. There's like real music in this movie.
That the one where they like, I guess they're kind of always doing this, but there's like a Digimon who's in the internet, so they go into the internet to fight. Dude, that one, just such a good movie. I loved it. I used to rent it from Blockbuster all the time. Oh, it was a blast.
It's so good. It's so good.
And yeah, I said Blockbuster, Luffy. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I didn't even catch that.
I'm being
but
defensive
a
now.
little bit of, I'm not judging you.
I appreciate it. I've been playing a lot of my like dirty cell phone game has been Pokemon Go. I just got sucked. Me and a bunch of people I know just started playing it again in the last like 3 months, and god damn, I've just been catching so many Pokemon. It's been my obsession.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
It's great. It gets you out. You go on a nice walk. It tracks all of your data and follows you wherever you go. That's the trade-off.
It is. I really gotta say, I have missed these conversations.
Dude, likewise. Likewise.
It's very nice.
We share a lot of love for similar things, and I think we always get to go down a nice little trip down memory lane with our hobbies.
Yes. Luffy just mentioned Circuit City, which someone mentioned to me. It was like a while back. Someone mentioned to me, was like, yeah, you could just use your resume and put like Twitter, because like the people who were there aren't there anymore. You could just say that you did something at Twitter. And I was like, I said to them at my job, like, yeah, it's the Circuit City trick. And they were like, what is that? And I was like, I just realized that they don't know they have not lived in a world with Circuit City.
Wow. Okay, so you're stunning me on a couple of levels there. The first is just the great, just putting a company that does not exist anymore. That nobody can.
What are they gonna do? Call him? Yeah. What are they gonna do? Call him?
That's so good. That just locked eyes with the interviewer, daring them to call your bluff. But I'm gonna take that a little too far. I'm gonna take that a little too far and be like, I did work for the East India Company. Just,
Yeah,
you know.
I worked with the East India Company.
I could have picked a better company. They committed horrible war crimes all over the
That's
world.
okay. You were branded a pirate at a young age.
Thank you. Yes. That's what happened.
Do the nephews in chat even know what the East India Company is?
Oh, wow. So young.
6'7", right? Am I right?
Am I right, folks?
am I right?
Give it up. Give it up for 6'7". By the way, incredibly interesting early play we've got coming right here. I love what we're seeing from Castaways. They've caught their man, Crowley, going down first blood. Turned over to the Wukong right away. Under a minute. First kill. We're on pace.
God, there it is. Wukong gets that first kill. That is nice. That is a dagger in pocket. Let me tell you something. There's nothing. The only thing scarier than a monkey is a monkey with a knife, and that is what this Wukong has.
Facts.
You do not want to be trapped in an alcove with that.
No. No, you do not. Absolutely. Great way to start the game. Okay, so I mean, like, listen, you got that early kill right there. Oh, they got the ward too. I mean, Castaways is just on top of it. Voidlings though, maybe in a little trouble. Just the flag, no drag just yet. Flash burned. All right, little bit of evening of the scales here. Mid lane is in a bit of a trouble. Flash burn, teleport's gonna have to be burnt or not. All right, Voidlings is saying
Two potions eaten, saying, nope, I'm sticking around.
Okay, if there was someone who could do it, though, I mean, like, a lot of range there. Oh, Bimbo Sona, amazing hook right there. Raleigh going up forward. And I mean, okay, you're going to land some hooks. This is Lucian Nami. Ultimately, you're pulling a Lucian closer to you. That can work. It can also be a little tricky.
Yeah, I do like doing it level 1. This is kind of your... There's no dash yet. There's no, you know, Nami doesn't have 2 spells. This is your, like, hey, if we can kind of do... And they've kind of done a good job of what you would want to do, which is trade them into low health now. So now at level 2, they're a little bit disincentivized to opt into a big trade. And one big misconception about Smolder is that Smolder has, like, a bad, like, awful laning phase. Like, Smolder does have some nice AoE poke and things like that, and kind of likes scrapping sometimes because it stacks, right? So you're hitting the enemy champions, you're getting stacks on it. But big thing in here is Nami, obviously, is a sustained champion. Even when you get chunks onto her, she can sustain the lane up, and they do still get the push in this lane early. Jarvan is also bot, so Jarvan clear is very interesting. Forgoes the Krugs to get a faster clear to bot lane, so will be on the bot side of the map before the Wukong is.
Now, speaking of the time of arrival of these junglers, you know, if we're looking at game 1, one of the early narrative beats was that first gank that kind of set up the arc of that entire first game. So, I mean, this is going to be really impactful. Not just for the obvious implications. Okay, hold on. We've got a hook landing right here. They're going in onto Crawley. They're flashing forward. They want this. A heal gets burned. Really nice kiting away there.
I think you'd like that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just morale-wise, too. Just being like, all right, we're getting deeper into this game. We're holding things even for as long as we can. Like, shit's not out of control. We've got our hands on the steering wheel.
Right, and when you're a hook champion and you're feeling yourself and you're landing hooks, you get more confident. But that also can at times work to your disadvantage. You know, we've all been there. You know, I'm a Nautilus. You're landing. There's a reason Nautilus normally is most deaths at Worlds most years. He doesn't have any steroid for his own resistances, so he, you know, you start landing hooks. We do see trading in a lot of lanes right now. A nice bubble here.
Oh, we're back. And
as we said,
exactly what we're talking about. Crawley right there. Wow. 2 more autos would have done it. But I think you're right. You can be a victim of your own success. And we know that, you know, Bimbo Sona's landing these hooks. But what we just saw right there is why you're gonna want to be super careful from now until you're stronger than Lucian Nami. Because if you go in on that, they are gonna rip you to shreds.
Yeah, and one thing we hit on it a little bit, but Wukong's clear ended up allowing them to get the double scuttle, which gives them a little CS lead here, which does help because their clear was delayed in the beginning to get that harass onto Ziggs. That harass onto Ziggs has earned itself about a 10 CS lead in the mid lane, which is great if you're the Hui player. That's a great example of, a butterfly flaps its wings at level 1, and Hui has a 10 CS lead.
Absolutely. Yeah, 1-to-1 right there for sure. Yeah, no, and I think, just another note on that. We have not really seen, the camera hasn't really been cutting to mid lane. That's how careful they've been playing it. It's just, been CSing, safely at a distance here. And yeah, let's see. It was almost close. Okay, he's backing now. I can't remember exactly what he's going to buy, but it feels like he's got enough. And now early dragon here right away, but now it's going to be the crew that's taking this one.
Yeah, I like this a lot. You're the Lucian Nami team. You're also the Jarvan team. Wukong wants to get to that level 6. That's when his real power comes online. So before that happens, get an early objective. We've saw in a lot of games how even just one dragon can kind of tilt the aspect of the mid game of, when you're playing around soul points and things like that. So getting an early one's nice. And the game is largely close to being evened up right now. I believe when Mundo catches this top wave, we'll be pretty close to that, despite the first blood, which is great.
Now, I don't mean to alarm anyone, but the lights in my apartment just flickered. So
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means for the stream, but if that disappears suddenly, it'll just give you a little bit of insight into what may have happened.
Another friend.
You could have given me 100 guesses at where that sentence was going, and I would not have gotten it right. I thought wholeheartedly there was going to be something was bot, or someone had flashed in base on accident, or something had happened. Not accidental power outage. Actually, knowing our streams, accidental power outage would be on brand.
It's more likely than one might think, for sure. Yeah, I'm an East Coast boy. We're getting a lot of wind and rain right now.
But you're getting pounded today.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I was on some small back roads today. I was like, you know what? Now's a great time to drive really slowly. And I'm happy that it did.
I opted to not take the train and go into the office today because it was pouring rain. Have I ever told you my story about going into the office and waking up and getting completely ready and going outside with an umbrella, and it was raining? I had to walk like 5 blocks to the train.
Oh.
And I just know that my girlfriend saw me come back through the door, and half of me was completely wet and the other half was not, because my umbrella got blown inside out halfway to the train. And it was like so windy that the rain was just like hitting me all on one side of my body.
Oh.
And I came back and was like, yeah, I'm not going in.
Fuck this. And
I've had enough.
listen,
crap.
that's completely reasonable.
Oh, we are scrapping around the grubs.
This has been a much more tempered game from both teams. Only kill has been the one catch out early on, and we've got a bit of a lane swap here as bot lanes found themselves into the top lane. Uh-oh, folks. As I say, it's speaking it into existence. Bimbo Sona in a little bit of a trouble. Can they Spider-Man their way out of this? The flash, the pull with the hook, but they're gonna get cut down by Clawley.
Yeah, very good there. Good job punishing that. And I like the movement so far from crew on the map, objective-wise, right? They're early to these objectives. They're using their comp that has these early game options to punish and find things. On the other side, though, you are still always going to feel okay in this game. You are the Smolder Zig Scion comp, and I don't know what is happening to the map right there. But, okay, it's fine now. You always are going to feel fine as far as scaling goes, right? You're a comp that is going to be very strong. You got to be kind of careful here.
Wow.
Void Blanks has been so good in this series.
seriously. And that's down whatever amount of math
slow
of
mana.
CS that is. Ooh, Bimbo Sona, very nice. Does drop the ult right there. Do we have a follow-up hook? Yes, we do, and it lands once again. No surprise there, but Clawley held on to the flash. They're gonna live through all of that. Fantastic. Now Dummy, a little bit of trouble, but he got the nice flag and drag. Oh, so low on health. The blast cone. Oh, I know how badly Accelerate wanted it, but no boots. What can you do?
What can he do? Gets away there a little bit. Gonna really like that. This is some nice timing now for Smolder on the tower. This is going to be a plate. Obviously, that trading is very good. The longer things go, the more that bot lane matchup is even, the better it's going to feel for Smolder. Also, we do see both teams completely trading back and forth. Objectives on either side, plates on either side, farm on either side, and we have a dead even game at 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, this is really solid. And, you know, just like we were saying about series, like, the lessons were learned. The crew came back into this and was like, all right, listen, we're making some adjustments. These folks, we're not taking the Castaways lightly. Flag and drag over the wall. The Dummy's trying to find some targets right here his way. Is going to just dish out damage, but Smolder's here as well. Accelerate is just caught in the mix. It's going to be a 1-for-1, though. Cut up to the top lane. Trying to get that knock up with the towers, trying to help out a little bit here. Scion and Mundo. Probably not going to see a kill, but you never know. Fight down in the bot lane dispersed. But, I mean, what better way to illustrate your point and then another 1-for-1 off of a fantastic invade, and I think that's going to flow into another dragon take here by one of these teams. We'll see.
Jarvan sprinting back. Yeah, it's the most fun dragon where there are no smites. So everybody's running back. Good poke, though.
Sona front line. Smolder's got to watch out right now because the flag and drag's in the area. There comes the flag and drag, and they got knocked up with the Nami wave. There's the ult coming through, but Dummy flashes it, and so too does John. That auto, wait, they got it. Smolder's still alive in the bush. Smolder is still alive in the bush. They got the kill. Now it's Clawley. Accelerate up close and personal. That's a double kill. Oh my God. Oh, what brilliant play around that bush right there. And will we see a kill in the top lane? No.
Oh my gosh, Smolder just barely escapes that play. He's gonna get to push the wave in bot, and they're gonna get this dragon also. Oh my goodness, that was so close. And it's just like in last game where a play is so close to going one way, and it just barely tilts back to the other side. That will be the dragon taken now. Obviously a nice early lead. The Wukong 3-1 now, and 2-0 on that Smolder. Some nice gold there, but the game is still incredibly close. It is 1-1 in Dragons, and they do have Grubs on the other side with the Lucian comp, with the Mundo and Hui. Those are champions that, when they get access on towers, we'll be able to take them very fast. So, what I mean by all of that I just said is, we got a lot of game left to play.
That we do, Vega. That we do. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that gold is so close, but that last fight it felt so impactful. And I'm just gonna. Oh, the Dummy though. Went for the invade. Bimbo Sona has just been so on point with these Nautilus hooks. You know, the only one I have seen miss was the one that if they had gone in, they would have been in a lot of trouble. So it's just every single one seems to have been like fortuitously perfect.
Yeah. Just the roam timing too. Just to be there in time to be like, hey, we're gonna look for something. We think their jungler will be topside right now. You know, we think I want to be up here to make a play, and they found that multiple times. And right now, this game probably feels worse looking at the scoreboard for Crew than it actually is. You hope that the team knows, like, hey, actually gold effective. Like, we have a farm lead mid, we have a farm lead top. Like, you're in okay position, but have another fight
here. 2v1, it's a Mundo. Jarvan's on their way too. That's a low health bar. Now the Dummy committed. That was their escape tool. They used it to get in. Might be in a little bit of trouble here. Nice dodge on the knockup. Way to play the bush. Forcing, oh, very nice. Flag and drag. Oh, just got to the edge of it. A flash from Accelerate The empowered range. Okay, Crawley. They want to fight this. They want to go for the smolder. That was extremely well done from Crawley. That was a trap if I had ever seen one. And this is beautiful. Now they just got to cut down Bimbo Sona. It's going to take a little bit of time, but the double kill for the Lucian, that's big.
Oh, TP top.
Oh.
Mundo.
Counterpunch after counterpunch. I think we're going to see the gold lead swing. Let's see. He needs the nitrous.
No flash, no ult.
He needs this Scion. No flash, no ult. That's just about all the tools. There we go. Would you
Just
look
like that,
at
we're back to 300 gold. We
Dude.
are plays on the top side, Baguette plays on the bot side, and I'll say this a lot. I feel like it's a misnomer. Lucian Nami is very good early in the lane, but their one item spike is where they're really strong. When you get those first items finished, when Lucian can kind of get that E, dash in with ult, he's got a little bit of his cooldown reduction, you know, he's able to play on top of you like that. And we saw it right there, the amount of burst that can come out of that Lucian in situations like that. And they do have the grubs, are able to nab that tower, and it's 200 gold game right now. And Mundo has Demolish. If he gets on a tower, it does not take long with all the health that he stacks to destroy it.
No. What a juicy Rift Herald. Potentially up for grabs. They know they can't leave this Mundo alone, and they're no tower.
He doesn't quite have ult yet.
No, do they have the damage before Clawley gets up here? That's the question. The Mundo's job is they've just got to survive. Okay, I'm taking over Spectator for some reason. The Mundo living a long time, long enough to put Accelerate into danger. His dummy's going to dive in. This is all going to be about Smolder kiting. Clawley knows they can't get that close. A 2-for-1. Not
It's a
that
bubble
bad.
kill.
Yeah, bubble kill. Classic.
I believe this, this is going to reset a little bit here, which they will get the Rift Herald, but they will give up, even though it is advantage kill, they will give up mid pressure, which will net them a tower, which is essentially what you'd get off the Rift Herald anyways. Oh, Scion does not want that to happen.
No. Really diving in.
Good bubble.
Throwing that health bar around, but
Good fear.
I mean, just Clawley. Okay, you got to be careful right here because the Scion's going to get you.
Clawley. Clawley's coming back to life. Be careful.
Boy, that was a great Halloween zombie moment. You thought he was dead, came back to life and got you.
So apropos. You got any big Halloween plans, by the way?
Dude, okay, so went to Halloween party last weekend. Was with a lot of friends who have children, so it was like kids Halloween party. Super fun. A lot of little kids running around. Honestly, just like so heartwarming.
That is so fun. It is so cool to see all the little kids in costumes and stuff too.
I went as, and I will be going to this, and then this weekend tomorrow I've got like an adult Halloween party. But in both cases, wearing the exact same thing. I have got a Gengar onesie, but I thought, Gengar, listen, it's the Pokemon IP, you know, I need to put my own little twist on it. So I bought one of those little collapsible knives that like when you stab people, it like folds in. So I'm Gengar with a knife, and that's my whole costume.
That's amazing. I had a work one this week, which, you know, when you're in management, you become the person who's like, we should dress up.
Nice.
You know, so that's who I am now.
Hell yeah.
I was a Labubu. I had like a thing
that's so good.
on my head. And then our group, we're having a thing this Saturday. We are all Adventure Time characters. And I am Finn.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you're gonna be a great Finn. Oh, enraged moves.
I really wanted to do. Okay, I just saw that. Oh, second referral charge. Oh, they're going for the knockup.
Wow. Now that's commitment. Bimbo Sona, a mad lad. Oh, really going for it, but dummy. Perfect ult right here. Trapping him in. Wait a second. Okay, can't flash over the wall. Does get taken down. A lot of kills happening all over the map. If you're confused, don't worry about it. I am too. But as the dust settles, what happens here? Honestly, I think that Rift Herald probably should have gone into the tower, but I love the style points using it for the kill instead.
Yeah, I mean, this game is still within 1,000 gold of each other, but I do think Castaways is behind. They have the dragon lead, but Crew has the gold lead and 2 items on their way, 2 items on their Lucian, a lot of tools to play with. And one nice thing is when you're playing Jarvan, much like Vi, when you're behind, your R still does the same thing.
Mhm.
It still puts the people in the cage. It
Yep.
still is gonna put them in the cage. Okay.
Yep.
So that's fine. So their gold is in the places they really need it right
Yeah.
now. But the game it teeters on a Gengar's knife's edge.
The old saying, of course.
The old saying, we've all heard it.
Listen, Gengar with a knife for my favorite Pokemon episode, Ash Learns a Lesson. It's a great
That is a
one.
great episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the one where he has like the out of body, like he is like a ghost and he's being led around by the Gengar and the yeah, that's the episode,
Yes.
right?
Dude, shit,
Okay.
crazy shit happens in Pokemon.
That is okay. Actually, I knew that episode, but I guess I never really like stepped back. And like this confirms a lot of weird things in the Pokemon universe. One, that your soul exists.
Yes. Yes.
Two, that Gengars and Hunters can see people's souls when they die.
Oh yeah,
That's-
there's like a confirmed afterlife, which is
yeah, that's actually
crazy.
so crazy. Like to think about. Thank you,
Oh.
Pokemon lore. Oh, look, you can't
Flash.
land a flash hook if you don't try a flash hook.
Absolutely. It's a great doctrine to live by here. It's two tanks just slapping away at each other. Big ups to Mundo, though, for the CS lead. Okay, we've got a fight brewing, and this is an important one. You mentioned in game one, a lot of teams throw at Otacon. Here we are, an Otacon in the background. Who knows which team will make use of it? Boy, Voidlings, who, by the way, okay, we got a teleport
Mundo
coming
TP.
in. Absolutely. A quick note, Voidlings has not died in this game yet. So very impressive in this 25 kill game, which up until, I don't know, 10
Oh, they're
minutes,
starting
there's
it.
only one. Oh, they are starting it. Scion has teleport. Let's see. And a lot of poke, too, from the Castaways. That could
I'll
make
say
this a
this.
nightmare. Okay, Dummy
Oh,
looking
they're-
to try and
they're
find
using it.
Voidling. Great satchel charge.
I like this idea. Use it as a tool, but it shreds your armor and magic resist. You have to be so careful here.
You do, and you're going to get clumped up there. A Ziggs bomb could do a lot. Scion's here. He's ulting in. The call was made. He's going to find people on the back line. This fight popping off. That's going to be Dummy going down to Clawley. Still alive, looking for angles. Bimbo Sona going up. Hook lands onto the Scuttle Crab, but the rest of the team is just alive. I blinked. Didn't even see the other people die. But that's a massive win for the Castaways as they swell forward to take whatever damn objective they want.
Yeah, that is massive. The Otacon, I will say this, I'm not a person who loves cussing on stream, but Otacon will fuck you up. Okay, you guys gotta be careful at this objective, okay? It hurts. It does a lot of damage. And I think what lulls you to sleep on it is every single time it hits you, you get a stack and lose a magic resist. So you're like, yeah, my Mundo's standing in front of me. It's going to be fine, but then he gets turned to paper. And all of a sudden the fight is so hard, and it is a risky play. I like the idea of using an objective to bait in a team to fight. We do that. As this game has gone, there is a fight after the fight.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
really
want
is.
this.
Oh, Clawley's here, too. Mundo's coming around. I mean, this is not a bad time to
Oh,
fight
Mundo.
them. They haven't been able to buy just yet. Mundo's ghosting. He's in the mix right here. Clawley here, too. Those autos taking down this Smolder. Accelerate looking quite low, but they're going to fall to some sort of tick damage. And now Bimbo Sona next up on the chopping block as Clawley dashes forward, gets the double kill. And what a swing, Vega. I'm looking at these gold leads. What am I looking at? Down in kills, up in gold.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, actually. And this will be the dragon, probably a tier 2 here. Mundo does not care about towers anymore.
Okay,
It will continue this pressure.
that's a massive shift, and they're picking up Dragon for free as well.
Yeah, that is huge. That's a good example of gold in your pocket is not a gold lead. Until you buy items with it, that gold lead doesn't have anything. And it was a great play to get the Otacon to turn and win that fight, but a little bit of an overstay on the map, and a great punish from the crew to say, hey, these guys have it. Oh my goodness, this is dangerous.
Dude. Bimbo Sona wants it so bad. Oh my
Oh,
god.
We're
Wait
gonna
a
have another
second.
fight.
Cutting them off. Here we go. The flank on the flank on the flank. At least one person's dying here. There we go. Voidlings goes godlike. Low in health. And finally, first death. Mundo's looking quite low, but their resistances aren't being shredded by Otacon right now, so they're quite a bit tankier. And look at that! There's the flag and drag Dummy's been looking for. Massive over the way damage, making the ground a rumble ult essentially. Oh, Accelerate does get a kill, but they're gonna fall in the end as well. And Scion, can they get one more on the backside? Yes they can. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So much violence, and now a 3K lead. Tied in dragons. This game, I'm gonna stamp it, certified banger.
Absolute banger. Now we just need John and Dummy to stay on the map until the enemy team respawns, and let's get this the 4th fight in a row to stay out there until...
You're absolutely right, Vega. That's what we signed up for.
Both teams so willing to fight. If there's any fight, it is immediately a 5v5. They had 4 people take the Hex Gate over the dragon to start that fight.
Dude, and
I love it.
The second kill didn't come until like the 12th minute. And now we're at the 25th minute, and there have been 40 kills.
Yeah, it's can we get a stack check on the Smolder?
Oh, you bet your ass we can.
Oh, we are close.
201. Yes, indeed, we are close. And I mean, that's gonna add its whole other element here as Smolder begins to do his thing. And this game, we're certainly in a prime position to be playing a 50-minute game. Like if I'm looking at a landscape and being like, where are teams added 25, 26 minutes to make me think this game could go on for a lot longer, it's exactly this situation. Both teams still have like power points that can come online. Neither team's base is in shambles. Neither team is close to a soul. We've got Baron. Dummy peeking around the corner.
Dummy's got to be careful.
Zona. Absolutely. Do they have the damage? I cannot believe it, but Dummy's gotten out of there now. Clawley up close and personal as the Nautilus ult and Hook connect with them, and they're trying to feed this kill to the Smolder, which they do, almost at the cost of the Smolder's life. Dummy looking low. Dummy finds an angle, but gets cut down by Accelerate.
I think that will more than likely be the Baron.
No freaking way. Bimbo Sona is like a fighter pilot. I mean, just like the nerves on this one. Insane.
I know.
Yep, that's Mundo's right. Can't really stop him from doing that.
Yeah, they can get the Baron, but Mundo's his own giant purple creature in the bot lane, pushing towers. But this Baron take is not extremely fast. The damage they have, the Scion and Smolder, aren't exactly insanely fast Baron takers. So Mundo able to get that tier 2 pretty easily, should be able to back off. And this will, again, as you said, it has all the makings of an extremely long game. There's 2 hyper tanks in the game. There's insanely good wave clear on both sides. Yeah, right now, we are in a situation of the tipping point may be this sole point coming up in a minute and a half. Baron will stall this game out longer, but also this Mundo is at a point where he is very hard to kill. He is he just finished another item, so now he can run at you even faster.
Yeah, one of the thickest boys on the Rift for sure, and we're gonna get to see that frontlining capabilities in about 1 minute. I think both teams are gonna want this dragon. They're gonna want to show off their power. Dummy looking for an angle.
Speaking of dragon,
out here, flag and dragon
Smolder
in.
Online.
Oh, I mean Smolder's online. What can you do about that? But trading. Okay, front lines missing as the top laners are up there. In the top lane.
That hand to the camera. And for the 500th time this game, Scion is going to pop Mundo passive with Q, and they both will continue to farm.
Yeah, that was a cheeky little nod to the camera, a bi-directed camera right there.
Thank you, Direct to Camera.
Yeah, thank you, Direct to Camera, for all the work you do. We really appreciate it.
It's a thankless job. Well, we are thanking it, so I guess that's it.
Yeah, I guess they get thanked every once in a while. Okay, do you think you can go and do drag? You don't have a front line, and Clawley is here.
Oh!
Wow! I did not expect that. Clawley really, really wants it. I do think they accidentally got a Q onto Enraged Moose right there. Accelerate looking quite low. They're going to trade jungle for ADC, but the fight is not done. Oh, this is what we've come to expect. Dummy diving in right there. Voidlings, though, looking quite low. And fight. 3 for 2 right here, and it's looking good for the crew as now they can turn to the dragon.
Yeah, I think for Castaways, that's a little over aggro. You want to kind of front to back, so your Smolder has that front line in front. They are diving the carries. I understand it looks good. It looks spicy. You love the idea, but it is just so scary. There is a Jarvan here, so this should be an easy secure. Jarvan does have smite.
Yeah.
But in this game, I will see when it happens.
Yeah, we'll be very confident about anything in this game once it happens. Until then, it's up to anybody. Well, once again, a massive swing in a span of about, I don't know, 90 seconds from one team to the other and then back to the other team.
Just turn the gold off.
It's a useless stat.
It doesn't mean anything.
No. Yeah.
It's all execution.
It really, really is. Yeah, I mean, like, the will to fight is so strong in both of these teams. It's almost as if the doctrine is like, if we keep fighting, we will fight our way to the solution to the current problem we are in. And it's worked for both teams, baby. They have both found themselves punching through to the other end for at least a minute or two.
Which, I gotta say, if you're the crew, that is huge, like, mental strength. Because when you're down and you're in an elimination game, to have the wherewithal to be like, you know what, no, we're gonna take the fight we want to take. That is huge. You know, if you're Castaways, you're like, oh, okay, you know, I mean, obviously you don't want to lose and go to a final game, but, you know, if you lose, you're not out.
Right.
Oh, if you lose, the devil gets your soul, you know.
That's true. Yeah. No one reads the fine print of the LBLCS, but that is in there.
That is true.
Okay, Nitrous. Where are the
I like
other
this
troops
kind
on
of
the
tempo
map?
play to play this tower.
Yeah, this is great. This this is a free tower for them.
Yeah, that's really nice. Couple free stacks for Smolder hitting there. Doesn't have to worry about the Mundo, and gold. Surprise, surprise. It's within 100.
Yup. That's just the way it's been. Yeah, identical towers. Oh wait, no, sorry. The crew have one more. But yeah, still no inhib towers taken down. I mean, we're gonna have Baron coming back in a minute. We're gonna have next dragon in about 240. So I think we're gonna see some scuffles around Baron. I think what we're about to see is the crew secure more vision up there and just be ready for this fight. And
biggest thing right now, no Mundo TP. If a fight breaks out right now, Mundo cannot join.
Same with Sion. Both top laners isolated, but Mundo is walking right now, and that could be the difference because they have not spotted him just yet. Let's see, should be coming into vision. Okay, now they have full information. Accelerate though. Question is, do they believe that they can cut through this Mundo? Sion's not coming up. That's the Nami ult being used. Accelerate's gonna get cut down, taken out of the fight. Bimbo Sona in a lot of trouble, but a massive Ziggs ult.
Big damage!
A lot of low health bars, which is something that the Smolder's gonna love right here, but the Hwei ult is just massive. And they punch through once again through pure violence. They did find the solution to their problems. A great roam there from the Mundo. Great execution on that fight. And they've got about 25 seconds. You think 25 seconds is enough to do something here?
What were the comms for that play? Sion was the whole time like, no, you guys got it.
You guys got it.
I'm not,
Ooh,
he doesn't have ult. He doesn't have ult for this.
Oh, I do think Sion's in a lot of trouble right now. He is going to go down. And that's an important beat. That's an important beat. We've got Baron up. We've got Dragon up in a minute. We've got Sion gone for 50 seconds. Telegraphing that, you know, they've got map dominance for a little bit here for the crew.
Yeah, they will have TP on Sion when it spawns for that soul fight if it does happen. My question is, how aggressive is crew going to be about this Baron with Sion down? It looks like we are seeing the pings on it now, but we saw the last fight. There is a lot of burst damage in this Castaways comp. Even without Sion there, that Ziggs ult and Smolder ult can put you in a little bit of a blender, but it looks like they are going to send Wukong down to the bot side. They're going to prep that dragon play. Maybe just throw a Ziggs ult over at the Baron to be annoying.
Yeah, let's see if they'll...
Mayhaps. Maybe not.
No, they're going to let
Maybe
it
not.
go. Now...
As I live and breathe.
As I live and breathe. I would have bet money that a fight was going to burst off there. Yeah, I think right now they're sensing we're getting closer and closer to, like, next fight, in theory, could win a game, right? If you get aced,
Yes.
you could lose.
Death timers are pretty long right now. It's early TP for Mundo. I like this. No reason to give an opportunity for a pick, right? No reason to set up in a way where they can get somebody. Get the Mundo there now. This fight largely could decide the game right here. It is Soul, and Soul to that Hui, especially Hextech Soul, can be very dangerous.
Yeah, accelerate, you know, over the wall right here. Let's see, the fight's gonna pop off pretty soon. Here it is, frontline tanks walking forward. Blue team steals it, they steal it, and that's gonna be a massive smolder ult across the back line, but Accelerate's gonna go down for it. Now they're back to this front-to-back fighting. That Mundo is so massive, Dummy's gonna go down. Clawley finding a great angle, gets the triple. Was that a quadra? No, it was not, but they're gonna go down. That will be a quadra for the Lucian, not the Penta, and the crew comes out on top.
Huge fight. Castaways get the dragon. They feel confident in that fight, but the Hui does so much damage across the team there. And Mundo survives. You had so many people get so low, close to the execute marker. And this could be the game right here. Death timers, it's still 10 seconds just on the Nautilus and Wukong. You'll see they have Baron minions and grubs.
Huge chunks coming out of these objectives. Yeah, I mean, Nautilus will be up, but this is a tall
It's close.
order.
Wukong getting ready.
This is a
It is
tall
also-
order. Oh, hold on a second. Very nice hook. Still finding an angle. Sona might... Okay, Bimbo Sona gets taken out, but that's okay because they bought enough time to save the game. Nautilus dying there actually, for real, stopped the game from ending.
Yeah, the gambit continues now. We will be back to another fight not long after this. And funnily enough, some sums online still head to that fight. Flashes on both AD carries still available. I think Smolder in that fight was kind of surprised by the Hui damage that came out. And there's not a major objective on the map right now to take. Yeah, there was one. There was one. There was one.
Yeah. Hope she's okay. Hope she's
We've
doing
done
all right.
pretty well.
Yeah,
that was the first one in a while. So
She's braver than I am. I'd be screaming the whole time.
oh, that game's terrifying. They do still have a little bit of the Baron to siege this top lane. We see Smolder isn't quite on that Infinity Edge yet. That will be a huge power spike. Right now, I mean, GA on the Lucian makes it that much harder. That extra life, it's harder to get a pick there. They have the tools, though. I mean, we've seen the combo and how low the enemy team gets. Infinity Edge now online for Smolder.
That's big.
Yeah, that is actually big, because a lot of these fights we've seen a lot of people go low, close to that execute, not quite able to get it. Ziggs also clears waves pretty quickly, so yes, the inhibs is down, but they do have tools. The biggest thing is you have to mark the Mundo, so Mundo doesn't get that demolished on one of your next towers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
Okay,
Mundo's
Baron's
bot,
gone.
I would be looking to pull the trigger a little bit here, but that is your tank.
I mean, there's damage. Oh, is that...
Sion has to ult away so low
Wow,
off
yeah.
that, but that is Hui ult. That is Hui ult used, and Lucian ult.
And Sion lives.
That does live. I think the siege is really tough for Castaways here. I think
Yeah.
you have to look to pull the trigger at some point on this 4-man.
Yeah, I mean, that was some good damage right there. That's bubbled down, Clawley. I mean,
Oh, they
Clawley
wanted
just
to go.
Oh. Clawley's allowed to be so brazen with this GA and the Nami backpack. Like, it's... Okay, this turn right here, yeah. That's going to be that tower fall.
Good use of map pressure to get this done. It is Baron in a minute and a half, and the soul fight for both teams. That will be huge. This inhibitor, they would really like to stall us, but it is a Mundo. He does not care about structures. It's going to be very easy to bring that down. And
Oh. the tension, Vega. I feel like the specter of this next fight is hanging over the rift right now. It could happen at any moment.
Yeah.
It's just going to be everything.
We are at the point in the game also where several champions are reaching that 6-item phase. They will not get stronger. So everything is execution now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to be around how these fights play out.
I gotta say, we were talking about who's gonna be harder to kill between this Scion and this Mundo, and this Mundo has been doing a fantastic job of being a nightmare to kill.
Yeah, I like having definitive answers to my questions, and that is, we have seen the Mundo is considerably harder.
Okay, do you go for this soul in 20 seconds with the base in this condition?
It is tough because it's almost certainly if you lose, the game is over. There is a chance you could win a fight against with them with soul, but it is tough. It will be very tough. Oh yeah, can we get a smolder stack check?
Of course.
355.
355. Pretty good.
They're gonna opt to not contest the soul.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much preying on you get a Wombo, right? You get a Wukong ult into a Ziggs Smolder ult to win a fight immediately. I think that is kind of their thing, and it's like, if you're walking out there, you know you're walking into vision, you know you're walking into a situation where you're going to be face checking all these bushes. The Baron will go over too, but your base is already in shambles. You're pretty much going to have to fight them at the base anyways.
Yeah, they're going to come to you. I think what the crew needs to do is to like muscle the almost opt not to fight, even though that's the cool bombastic way. Like, use your minions to win the game. Yeah.
That is the you don't have to give. Mundo's very strong. Mundo is going to be able to get this bot inhib over time. You know, if you play slow, you have GA, you have high range on your way, you will be able to do that.
Yeah.
Smolder does deal a little bit of damage too.
Yeah, I mean, you've always got Elder on Smolder now. That's just the case.
We're 41 minutes. We need 9 more minutes of gameplay to meet your prediction.
Yes. Which, not looking as likely right now. The dummy could pull the trigger. Oh, that's looking like a good angle. Dummy does go in, takes a lot of damage. There's the ult going across. Smolder looking pretty rough as Mundo's going to get that kill. 2 for 1 so far in the back line. Scion doing what he can, but he just doesn't have the damage. And now the crew able to turn, and I'll be damned, but it looks like they're going to do this. That they take out the Ziggs there. Bimbo Soda, last one left on the field, as the crew says, we are not going out like that. We are going to game 3. It is anyone's series now.
I have spaghetti in my mouth. Yeah, we're getting a game 3. An absolute banger of a game 2. Also, it shows just how evenly matched these teams are. And I like the adjustment the crew had to kind of opt to a comp that lets them have a little bit more control early, get the dragon stacking, put themselves in position. And now, going to a game 3 to see who is feeling how. Momentum, always a good thing in a series, but also, since it is fearless, the strategies will be shifting up again.
Yeah, absolutely. Hot damn, and I mean, damage charts. Really interesting story, honestly. Very, very close by both teams, but that's Smolder. Just on top of the world. Okay. So let's see how much schmeckles people earned here. The crew have won this one.
I don't know why, but that sentence was really funny. How much schmeckles people won?
How much people won? How much they won them?
Why use many word when few word do trick?
So brilliant, Kevin. So brilliant.
So brilliant. That him falling and spilling chili is like burned into my. I think about that more than I should.
I can't tell you the hours that were spent. Me and my friends, we'd be playing Magic the Gathering for hours in my friend's basement, and just the office. We would just watch the entire office, start to finish, multiple times. Just wherever we were, you just keep watching. And every time that episode came on, just a huge pop.
That's great. That is like a wonderful core memory.
Really is. It really is. Okay. Congratulations to everyone who just earned their fortune. And thank y'all so much for sticking with us through this beautiful, beautiful narrative. As no matter what, it's only one more game. Only one more game.
One more game.
We'll get the final chapter to this story. Has anybody checked out Arc Raiders?
I played for 15 minutes.
Nice. Nice.
I know it's good. I loaded in. You know what? I played the demo when it was on demo before it came out. But you know how you can when you do the demo, you can get like currency to buy your first gun for free on the demo. So I get my first gun and then I don't buy ammo for it. I load in.
Dude, yes.
I'm playing with a friend. And he's like, "Help me shoot this thing down out of the sky," and I'm like, "Yeah, that ain't happening. I will watch you shoot that thing down."
I'm here for moral support.
It's hilarious.
I'm excited. I did get to play a little bit right before this stream, and I'm really excited to play some more. I'm not gonna lie.
I do appreciate that these teams are super quick. Also, we get out of a game and they are like, "Okay, ready to draft."
Yeah, there's like no better way to get the casters on your side than for both teams to be I love it when teams are communicative, respectful, and just on top of it. It's like, damn, can you both win? Is that possible? It's not, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
But you will all be playoff teams, which in and of itself is nice.
Yes, it absolutely is. I love seeing, sometimes people put their league accomplishments on their like Discord profiles, and it's always heartwarming to see some people be like 4-time playoff contender in the commercial league. And it's like, oh hell yeah. Low budget LCS. Thanks for playing.
I don't have it because it's packed up, but I purchased myself my 2% Milk Economy Championship trophy.
Oh, fuck yes.
It says low budget LCS 2025, I think spring. Yeah, I have that stuff like that is so cool. Even though I look at my Discord profile and it has nothing.
Same.
Perennial person who likes to talk about League of Legends. That's a good one. I think I might sign up next season. I've got the itch.
Oh shit! Yeah, you gonna play?
I've got the itch to play. Low budget. I can't say this enough. So funny enough, it hasn't come out yet, but I'll give a little leak. I did an interview recently with a website about Milk esports, and one of the questions was like, what is the best way to get your start as an org? And I was like, low budget LCS is like the best because it's like a great community. Well, it's just also like, it's like the perfect, like everyone's kind of in it for the right ideas. It's just like, it's fun to play competitive.
Right.
And like, you're going to get a Discord role. You're not going to have your heart broken if you lose. Don't worry, guys. Like, but also if you win, it feels so gratifying to have that Discord role.
Right.
Like, it's so cool to be like, yeah, actually, this is awesome. And like, everyone's just so into it. But yeah, low budget's the best.
Oh, that warms my heart. My cold, cold heart.
Cold heart.
Wow. Okay, I just ignored the thing I just sent you. I thought I was sending you the link to, Oh, that'll be useless to you. You probably already have the
Oh
link.
yeah, yeah, I do have the link, but
Yeah, there you go.
this looks nice. This looks nice. Thank you.
Thanks, man. That's very kind of you.
Ash.
Yeah, Gingy, I leaked the script. You know, every year I write the script for the low budget LCS, and I really appreciate all 100 plus teams going along with it. That's like so chill of everyone.
That is awesome. 100 teams, like Ivern and Kaisa versus Ash.
Hell yeah. Love it. Get those get those ADCs out in the open early.
Yeah, it's both 80 carries and trees in the first 4 picks.
Perfect.
This is amazing.
Could not have written a better script. I like what I'm seeing here. I love all the champions in this draft so far.
Yeah.
Very flexible picks.
I like very much that the crew is opting away from their game 1 strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Into being like, hey, let's get playmaking. Let's have stuff where we can kind of fight early and do the things we want to do. No scaling, like the Ashe will be able to fight earlier in the game than the Jinx was. A little bit more targeted lockdown on people. On the other side, though, Castaways, the Malzahar, Ivern, Kaisa. Malzahar sets up Kaisa very well. Ivern, obviously, I think is just a good champion.
Mm-hmm.
I would like, normally Ivern wants somebody who's kind of in there, fist fighting to put the shields on and things. So I would like to see something get paired with that. But on the other side, I think the crew can pair a lot of things with these 3 and have a very good comp.
Yeah, good cores here.
Yeah, I agree. Someone's been doing sit-ups.
Yes. Strong abdominal muscles is what we're looking at. Trying to think about what I would want to see come out here. What do we need from the Castaways? We need our top lane. I mean, we've been seeing some pretty thick ass top laners. Really, Renekton was the only like I'm gonna do a bunch of pure damage.
Yeah.
What else? Oh.
It's a good one.
Okay. We're gonna get Bimbo Sona Blitzcrank.
How could you not love that?
Also, I have to admit my sin, which is that I have not been watching Worlds, so I'm not really 100% sure what's been popping off here.
Well, I mean, it happens at 4 a.m. every day, so I can't blame you.
Yeah, been asleep.
Oh, the Fury.
Woof woof.
I like that against, especially Blitzcrank, Malzahar, Ivern. It's very hard to land things onto Nefiri. And Ambessa, you get your wish, no tank.
Wow.
Some active action.
Beautiful.
What do they put against the Ambessa? What is the plan?
That's the question. I have no idea, so I'm just going to keep making thinking noises.
Well, they.
Let me furrow
that's
my
one of our
brow.
favorites. To do. Ooh. Okay, we're fist fighting again this game.
Yes. Okay. I love it.
Right. My favorite is to do the bait one where, well, they could. Maybe, and not ever actually say a champion,
Yes.
and then when they lock something, be like, oh yeah, of course that.
Oh, we love like a verbal feint, in order to buy time for the thing to happen, and then you can decide whether or not you wanted to say that was going to be the thing that happened or not.
Yeah. fine with that.
Okay. Well, these people.
We don't
lock
have
their
any-
things in.
We don't have any 50-minute champions in these games. I feel like this game, it's a lot more it's one of those, you fall behind on one of these comps, the game could be a little bit harder to play. But they both want to find things and fight things. So I think we will see fireworks earlier in the game than we have previously.
Okay, wait, am I going? No, never mind.
Castaways. We are castaways.
I do like their they have a tagline.
That's awesome. More teams should have taglines.
Oh, I completely agree. Forget what the tagline is. I'm just gonna enlarge it. Yeah, it's Castaways. We don't sink easy. And I appreciate that.
That's so good. What you need to say, and I'm gonna give you this one
Yeah, sweet.
for free. Work it in as you please.
Hell yeah.
Will the crew turn Castaways into the proverbial Wilson?
Is it?
You get that reference?
Okay, it's a famous movie that I haven't seen, but Wilson the volleyball.
Yes, the movie is actually called Castaway.
It's called Castaway. I listen. It's perfect. You're
dating me now. You're dating me now.
No.
Okay,
this is just a reflection of me missing a lot of popular, like movies, like on that end. I spent a lot of that time reading manga, didn't go to the movies very much, didn't have a TV in the house.
Yes, studying your craft. I understand.
Yeah, of course. I happened to be near a library that had a massive manga collection, and my parents didn't quite understand what I was reading, so I had unfettered access to the great classics. Death Note.
There's no need to flex on me that I was watching Castaway while you were reading manga, okay? There's no need to...
Hey,
come after me like this.
I just love that there is a place in the world where that is a flex at all.
Yeah, it's like, hey, by the way, nice Castaway watching, Vega. Okay, look. I am the youngest. You're the oldest. I did not have control over what was being watched. I watched what was put in front of me.
Oh,
which was Lethal Weapon and Castaway and The Notebook later in life.
Nice.
And I was watching Toonami. That is a lot of my early childhood. I was an avid Toonami watcher.
Toonami did slap when we did have a TV in the house finally, and we were able to sort of like negotiate. I remember. Oh, wait, am I mixing this up with something? Did Toonami do Saturday mornings? Or was it only late night?
Toonami did it was like 5 to 8. And then you had Adult Swim late.
Right.
Which also had anime on it on Saturday night.
Yeah.
But then there was also like Saturday morning cartoons on Cartoon Network that had random stuff on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what was playing Metabots and Fighting Food on and Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, why were those three things next to each other?
What channel was Metabots on? Metabots was on Metabots slaps, by the way. Speaking of a game that should exist now.
Dude, yes.
We need a new Metabots game.
Oh my god. The world's primed for it. They don't know that they're ready for it, but they are.
Obviously, Yu Yu Hakusho's. You know what's funny is Yu Yu Hakusho is probably my favorite childhood anime, but I think as an adult I have a new favorite anime that it's always been there, 1A, 1B, but I think I've grown much better appreciation for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, sure. That's super reasonable.
I mean, it's not a hot take to say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is. I think the more I watch, the more I'm like, wow, the ending to that anime is actually so satisfying. You're actually like, yeah, you know what? This is good. This is perfect.
Great point. Because I think that Yu Yu Hakusho, obviously, he was trying to wrap it up. So the ending of it is not that great.
I think when you think of Yu Yu Hakusho, it's like the Dark Tournament is the best tournament arc in any like shonen. It's that is the peak of Yu Hakusho. And other parts are cool in it, but yeah, you're right. The ending probably is the weakest part of Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, Togashi was like, I think they were flexing on him, and they were like, we want you to keep writing this, and you're gonna like keep extending it, and he was like, actually, fuck you, I'm gonna end it, and then he made Hunter x Hunter on his own, and so nobody can tell it. That's why the release schedule is like, I'll release 10 chapters every 18 to 30 months. And,
whenever Togashi wants to release it, he can. And that's how it is now. And it's so wild that he's married to the creator of Sailor Moon.
Yes, that is.
Talk about a power couple.
Dude, truly. I mean, like, fucking foundational mangas and animes. But yeah, no, Full Metal's really, really fucking good.
God, the speech at the end is just like the monologue. It's like, God.
Have you?
Go ahead.
Have you? My upcoming thing that I'm really excited for. One of my like more recent favorite animes or mangas is Witch Hat Altair. Have you?
I haven't read it yet, but I've heard really good things.
It's so fucking good. I love the magic system. I love the world. I think it's beautiful art. That's gonna get an anime pretty soon. So I hope they do it justice. Oh, and I saw the Demon Slayer movie, which is
oh my god, good god. Every time I'm like, I feel like I go through this period of where I watch Demon Slayer and then I'm like, yeah, it looks really good, but I'm not sure how much I like it. And then, because it's been a while, and then a season comes out and I watch like a fight and I'm like, yeah, this is insane. Like, this is crazy what this looks like.
Yeah, they've done a great job. They've just done a great job. Could that movie have been a little shorter? Yeah, a little bit. But I had a blast. Also, we were in a theater that was. I know I'm an old man because my biggest takeaway was, damn, it was really loud the whole time, and me and my friends were covering our ears at parts of it. Okay, listen, we're in the game.
I know I'm old because my daughter wants to go see the movie. She wants to go see. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm there now.
Listen, that's sweet for sure. You get a lot of movies directed by your daughter's whims, I'm sure.
Okay, of course, and she's gonna be 13 this year, which means she's finally too cool for me.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like where it's finally like, hey, you should watch Yu Hakusho. She's like, that's from 20 years before I was born.
Actually, old man, I don't want to watch that. I'm gonna watch what I want to watch.
Actually, why doesn't it look like Demon Slayer? I'm like, look, okay. You know what someone pointed out to me the other day that made me feel super old is, you know how, like everyone who's in chat and you too, LaChance, make a phone with your hand, like you're pretending to talk on the phone. Kids today don't know what that is.
Oh my God, no. Wow, I feel like you just tabletopped me. I feel like you just pushed me over and someone's like kneeling behind me. Jesus.
The setup is so crazy, but it is true. I was like, oh my gosh. They've never had a phone like this.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I still have not that many, but I still have a couple of phone numbers memorized, just from calling friends, I don't know, just in high school. Okay. Oh, wow. Wait, everyone's going in right here. That was actually kind of fantastic for Clawley and them. Bimbo Sona gets a good pull. Ignites are getting ticked down as well. Clawley getting chased. Bimbo Sona.
The knockout.
Oh, wait, the slows from the Ash autos. Will Sona be able to catch up? Turning around, but Ash has got range for spades. Oh, I meant to say for days, but that's okay. Huge kill. Wait, is there one auto? No, okay. I thought a minion auto was chasing them. That was freaking close, but exactly what the crew needed.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about playing Blitzcrank is after the hook, he doesn't have a lot in the kit. He's kind of just a robot running around, and it was incredibly close. Ultimately, they do pick up a kill. It does go to the Maokai, which obviously Castaways will be okay with. Or, more okay with than that. But right on cue, these teams go right back to fighting in this game. And are we going to have any fighting in the top lane here? They do get the stun.
They'll accelerate on the way. I mean, we'll see what happens this game. Also want to point out Red Side has won every game so far. Don't know if that will have any bearing on this one, but just a fact. Wait, did I do the bet?
I think so.
Everybody,
you can do, I think, / prediction.
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
See if
I did
something's
do the bet.
up. Yeah.
I did do the bet. Okay. All right. We're all good. No one needs to panic. Least of all me. Yeah, man. These teams, they're down to scrap so hard.
Uh-oh. What do we got going on here?
Dummy in there.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Never mind.
Just dummy
Nothing.
level 2, turned a corner, saw 2 enemies, turned right around. That's what you want to do.
All right. I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
A little bit of scrapping in the top lane here.
Yeah. And nice. Set playing on the range of that tower really well.
I cannot think of 2 more different champions almost. And Besse is constantly moving. Set is a champion that walks directly at you with full intent shown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no dashes there. Just gonna pick you up, try and drop you on your head.
Yep. Probably we do have a little bit of pressure here. Hover
Oh,
from the
look at
junglers. Oh my
Accelerate.
gosh,
Look
Accelerate
at
walking
Fury.
right past.
Okay, all right. I thought he was gonna finish that back. Here we go. Nice pull in once again. Dummy. Who's the target going to be? Obviously, they want to get onto that ADC. It looks like they're going to back up. They're going to get under tower. Clawley doing so much damage. The flash! Is it enough? Oh, the minion autos were so low. Dude, Dummy.
No, wait.
Dummy gets taken down. Whoa! Bimbo Soda pulls Moose in. And that's going to be a double kill for the Kaisa.
That was crazy. Oh my gosh, the hooks on that were great.
No way.
They
This
bounce
is a
on
mistake.
roaming.
This is a mistake.
They had the shield.
Oh, he's got the shield! It wasn't a mistake!
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, this game.
Castaways. Pulling it out right there. Boy, I was convinced Ash was going to get a kill.
Me too. I was like, they are so low here. And you see that W land, and you're like, oh no, you can't walk away anymore.
I don't care who wins. Both these teams have played great. These have been such fun games to watch. Just the chip on the shoulder of both these teams is remarkable. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, this is both teams have been so down to scrap. It's been such a fun series to watch. This level 6 is here. Flash out immediately to mid lane. But that is nice. We'll buy Set a little bit of space in that lane right now. Down a little bit of farm, but does have a wave coming in.
Accelerate has just played some really interesting junglers. I'm just making a connection between Ivern and Brand, where it's just like, my gank is that I'm walking at you, and then I have a long, thin ability I need to hit you with.
I like that.
Yeah.
Also, they kind of have Abraham Lincoln walks, where their legs seem incredibly long.
You
remember when they first reworked
years,
TF?
And I never would have thought that was the angle that you were going. Our President Abraham Lincoln.
Do you remember when they reworked TF and made him tall because he didn't used to look the way he looks now? And I just remember the first takeaway being like, why does he walk like this?
So I started playing in season 4, and it took me a couple of seasons to pay attention to anything that wasn't in top lane. Okay, Maokai going in. finds the ADC. Ash walking up. Very nice. This is all
Oh.
scrap over Dragon in ranged move. Gonna get pulled in. Bimbo Sona on point. Flash forward. Hold on a second. Have they flashed too deep? Look at the backline as Ari has shown up. That's a lot of low health bars for the Castaway. A lot of low red health bars as Ari dashes in, finding the angles. That's gonna be everyone getting cleaned up as a triple kill for the Ari. I mean, that is massive.
It could be an ace here if they're not careful.
Could be. Whew.
A wild fight there in the bot lane, but huge win for the crew there. Will be rewarded with the dragon. And just like that, they kind of got sandwiched in that fight. It was great play from the side of crew there to kind of force on that. Oh, they're acting like this is not over, and I don't think it is.
I forgot who we were watching play here. Okay, that's the charm, but yeah, the fight is just back on as they're gonna get a kill. Wait, that dragon's not anywhere near done yet. They're gonna get another kill up there. The dragon is so low. Oh my God! The Castaways!
They got the dragon.
The Castaways!
The dragon.
Oh my God! Flung off of their ship into the oblivion of the ocean. Anybody else would lose hope, but not the Castaways. They grab wreckage, they paddle as hard as they can, and they find the only island in the ocean that would save their lives, which in this case is a metaphor for non-stop violence.
Beautiful punish there. That early dragon can take a while to do, and we're low on it. Set does just enough to make them hang around, and just like that, we're back to an even game with a dragon lead now for the Castaways. As Kaisa has been a large beneficiary of the scrapping, while Ari on the other side, John Pork, who's had a little bit of a tough time in early laning in earlier games, but this game is all John Pork in the mid lane early. Now that Ari will have the mobility to play make. Do you know who John Pork is?
I have no idea. Is it a Porky Pig reference?
No, it's like, well, I don't know. I'm saying no, I don't know. I just know that I get TikToks every now and then of like kids he's like a pig man.
What?
And I get these TikToks of people getting an AI John Pork to like FaceTime their parents.
Oh
and their
my
parents getting
God.
really upset because John Pork won't stop calling them. That's why I thought it was funny that his name is John Pork #phone.
God damn.
His name is hilarious. Another thing that makes me feel old.
I'm so terrified of the future. It's God damn it.
You're going to be getting called by AI John Pork.
Dude,
soon.
I know. Oh no.
You're going to get upset. It's going to upset you.
It is gonna upset me, but you know, I'll persevere. As will we all. Although I will say, I think both of these teams are showing us a masterclass in the capacity of the indomitable human spirit. As
That is true.
both of these teams, I mean, they just literally don't get. I'm so curious what the comms are like. If there's like even a question about re-engaging, because that happened. What we saw in the fight in this game happened all last game. Like a team gets killed and then shows up to the objective after just having lose. Yeah, fight's gonna break out. This is a gank. We've got Daisy trying to get some action. Very nice Kaisa ult. Gets the angle, but it's going to be accelerate. Okay, diving in. Fury wants some of that action, and that's a low-looking Ivern. The tree gets cut down. Bimbo Sona in trouble next. Oh my God. I mean, Bimbo Sona has made so many fucking hooks. It's crazy. But John Pork, oh my God, look who's FaceTiming us. It's John Pork coming in. They will end up getting killed. But there's no reflection on the meme.
I was not ready for that.
Wow. Who's winning this game? What's happening here?
I have no idea. It's nonstop action all the time. I will say right now that was a very good play for Castaways. They do get the shutdown off the Ari. That is big for them. Set in the top side. He's down in CS, but did get that early kill and assist, and was able to get an ult under the tower to kind of reset this lane. We'll get to crash this wave. But both sides, as opposed to our game one, both sides have so many tools to start fights. there's so many things they can do to make fights happen in this game. And so right now we are at a situation where if any team sees an angle they think is good, they're able to act on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, makes for a very exciting game to watch. We've got another dragon coming up. Accelerate. Sneaks that scuttle away. Wow.
Good damage there on the Ari.
Oh my god,
there is
Voidlings
TP.
is playing Malzahar.
Oh yeah, I just realized that. He's playing his namesake champion.
Incredible. Well, another narrative thread closed.
We never got Sona.
We never got
Maybe,
Sona.
okay. Does Bimbo Sona hate Sona, and that's why their name is Bimbo Sona?
Interesting.
Maybe it's like a name attacking Sona.
Oh, that's entirely possible. They've been messed up by so many Sonas. Who can say? Not us.
Who knows?
Boy, Mbess is so dashy.
Right now?
Loki
Dragon is started.
pointing out very astutely that Mbessa is farming quite well. Another dragon, another Castaways cast party down there. Although Fury, whoa, okay, red team slays it.
Oh.
Okay, whoa. Bounce house with the camera here. That's 2 kill. I mean, that's good momentum for the Castaways. And now they're trying to capitalize. Look at this, Bimbo Sona. Keep an eye on the pull right here. The flash, the pull, they find the angle. That's the best supporting commercial right there, folks.
Oh my gosh, that hook was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. I could feel it coming. Suppose I should say the top support. Wait, was it support or was it just stats for players?
It's whatever the point. It's like whatever the point thing is, and it's based on your stats. It's
Cool.
like, you'd have to ask Seer how it works. I can't speak to it. It's an algorithm.
Yeah, someone on
It's
our
like,
dev team knows. Ruffian,
Yes.
thy Duck Lord. They're all the geniuses behind that. Hot diggity dog damn. All right, 15 minutes,
diggity dog.
19 kills. Oh, dummy, very nice. Get those dogs in between you and Sona. Oh my god, but she finds the angle. That's incredible. Great pull from Blitz there. Yeah, just burning some cooldowns, and the ADCs slapping each other. And now we've got
Isa feels good.
this Rift
fight here.
Herald. Yeah, I think this is gonna break out in ranged moves. Dropping that ult, getting a target. Ash Arrow is gonna miss a little bit, but Accelerate is who they're going for. They want to get rid of that jungler, and they do it. Nefiri onto the back line, popping the spell shield off of Voidlings. Blitzcrank rushing forward in a 1v3 here, but they're just buying time for the rest of their team to get away. And I think that's, oh shit, over the wall. Okay.
Oh. Should be able to walk out of here.
Oh, but do they want to?
Uh-oh.
We saw this before. Oh, they're putting pings on it?
Yeah, they scare me. They're pinging it.
Yes. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I can hang with these guys, with either of these teams.
Like, yeah, surely they're backing off here. Nobody. And then a bunch of pings that come out onto the objective. Oh, okay.
Nice. Get it
They
back.
do make you full commit to every objective because you know they're going to fight it.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, in the narrative of every series tells a story, and this one has been, you know, the team that isn't gonna come correct is gonna get punished for it. Boy, that's quite a play up top.
Ollie.
All right, cross
Double
map
plays.
plays. Where's? Oh no! Voidlings got knocked up right there. Stops the teleport channel, and there's no cross kill on the other side of the map.
No, Ash invests the flash, but does live, which is important. They are going
Oh,
in,
that was
good
really
engage.
nice. Forcing a defensive Kaisa ult. We're into the kiting angle, switching to Ashe as the target, but Ashe keeping... Oh my god! Wait, what the hell? Kaisa is actually going to maybe kite their way out of it. That was incredible! They might be boned now, but hey, that... Oh my god, enraged moves
Oh my
from
gosh.
the grave. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. This game, 200 gold separates again. We do have another dragon in 1 minute here, which would be soul point for Castaways. And this Kaisa is very strong. Cole has cashed in also now. It's well on her way to that Rage Blade second item. Actually, so far well on her way that she has it now.
Damn, Castaways have been great at threading the needle through these dogs.
I know. What?
Whatever I'm trying
That is
to
great.
hit
I did
Neferi
not
on.
think that was land. I did not think that was going to land.
Yeah, really was impressed 2 fights ago when
This game?
Sona fucking slipped one through there.
The parity in this game is crazy. Like, a tower gets taken for a tower, a play for a play.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Bessa has a lot of tricks up their sleeves, and they're living for a long time.
Unfortunately, nothing beats getting thrown up on by Malzahar.
No, huh? That is what that is, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like. It doesn't officially say that in the tooltip for the champion, but let me tell you, it appears he is throwing up on you.
No, I've got it on good authority. Vega told me. That's purple vomit. Okay.
It's coming out of his face.
Yeah, it can't be anything else. These saplings are going to be so useful against the Ivern, and Raged Moose knows what's up. Just scouting with those little seed people. No teleport on the Mbessa, but this would be Drago number 3. Oh, really nice charm right there from Cork. Trying to find an angle. What do we got in the toolbox? We've got almost all the ults, and Mbessa's almost here onto the front line.
Maokai ult.
That's the Maokai ult. We catch the set there. Oh, very nice. The Sona on the side, but the Sona is going to be the one who pulls in Dummy. Going to go invulnerable for a little bit of a minute right there. Blitzcrank will go down in the end. This is a crazy fight. Very nice dash from Kaisa. 4 people down, and there's the vomit as Malzahar locks down the Ari, and Dragon number 3 is going to be picked up by the Castaways.
Flash ult from Set is such a good job resetting the fight there. Immediately takes a threat out of the front line, back to the back line, lets Kaisa free hit it, and that's going to be the Otacon also.
Wow.
Dragon plus Otacon is a huge wing. Soul point is Kaisa right now. I got to say, the bot lane for Castaways has been so good.
Yes. Oh, well said, Loki. Tree on tree violence. Now guy placing his seed in Ivern's bushes. Yes. I suppose that is what was happening.
That is technically what has happened.
Technically a true sentence. Yeah, I mean, this Kaisa has been playing out of their mind. Yeah, I mean, like, down in CS too, right? Like, Clawley, we know Clawley's skill here. We saw it on that Lucian. But, you know, hot damn, Kaisa's really been coming out positive in a lot of these situations where, you know, if you kited even slightly off, you were going to die.
Yeah.
Now,
His feet over to Castaways here, but there's still so many tools on the side of the crew that if you are, like, kind of what you alluded to, you have the Asher, you have the Maokai W, you have the Charm, you have so many tools for, are you in a place you shouldn't be, you can be killed. And unlike game 1, there's no globals, right? There's no bailout tool coming outside of the redemption on Ivern. So there are opportunities in this game to get your way back. And the gold lead is not massive. It may feel, you know, it's 6 kills, 3 dragons, but
yeah.
the gold lead's not very big.
Yeah, it's crazy how that keeps being the case. And I mean, the farm lead in the bot lane, right? A little bit of a farm lead in the top lane. Like, that's why it's so close that it is. Obviously, Dragon stats always going to play a role here. But yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not crazy to think that either of these teams can win the next team fight. But they got to find, the crew has got to find that pick. And also, not only do they have to find that pick, they have to be wary of the counter pick. Bimbo Sona has been delivering squishies right into the palms of the back line of the Castaways, like time and time again. And let's see if we can get 100-0 here. The throw up comes through. Dummies now has their opportunity to, oh, the Ash Arrow! Incredible teamwork! Dummies should be able to get this. No, the turret! The turret! Oh, they were just 1 inch forward, and now the rest of the Castaways are gonna collapse here. Taking out Clawley. Oh.
Oh, close. The Malzahar flash right before the Ash Arrow hits, even though, it's not predicted, it ends up being the difference there. And just an insane play there, and an inch makes the difference in what could have been a kill on the bot side. Some nice pressure. Now turns into 2 towers mid and another kill. Just like that, Castaways, big punish there. We talked about that gold lead. That's a nice little inch there. They've evened up. They've taken a tower lead. Now in a position where they can start to take full control of this game. 1.5 minutes on Soul. Baron also spawns in a minute. The big objectives will be on the map for the taking. And there is a 3-item 9 and 2 Kaisa on the map.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Castaways, like, they are just so ready for every opportunity that presents itself. And I struggle to think of any instance where, like, a pick happened and then Castaways wasn't there to capitalize. And just, like, such big credit to this team. I was chatting a little bit with the captain, Sona, before the game, and they were talking about, like, they described it as barely scraping into 4th place. So this is a team that has shown up. They really want to take full advantage of this opportunity. And I mean, if they can knock the 1st seed out of playoffs right away, I mean, they're going to be feeling really, really good, and it's going to set them up for a fantastic playoffs run.
Yeah, that's huge confidence, and they are on the doorstep of it, in control of the decider game. Soul spawning here, and we talked about early in it that they are a team that likes to play great setup for their bot lane. They've got the Malzahar Ivern here to set this Kaisa up, to make sure that Kaisa is able to play, freely in these fights, and RJ is doing just that, using that to their ability, and when given the reins in these team fights, has coming up in the big moments, but game is not over. This is Soul Fight. This will be a huge pivotal point in this game.
It really will be. They are chewing through that Cloud Drake. That's going to be the Maokai ult going through, and set goes over. Red team does secure it, but look at those health bars as the Castaways might be in a little bit of trouble as the crew seizes their opportunity. They're trying to pour that damage in, but the set is doing so much. But now Ash Clawley, still full health, still pushing forward. Can they get the kill? It's a 2v3 now, below health bars. Oh, Sona, 1 auto from being taken down. That's the double kill for the Ash. The Ambissa does go down. It's Clawley versus the world. Can they get accelerate? 1 more auto. It's a pentakill! It's a pentakill! Oh my god, Voidlings on the champion of their namesake. They have earned that title. The Malzahar reign supreme as they march down.
Level 1 aim. Okay, all right.
God damn it. Oh my god, they've earned every inch of that. Incredible fight.
And that, I spent the whole pre-fight talking about this comp setting up the Kaisa and how much work it would do. Kaisa gets 1 shot to start the fight, and Voidling says, no big deal, I'm on my namesake champion, I can easily carry this fight out. And in classic Malzahar fashion, people are randomly burning across the fight and dying, and that is now a 25-stack Medjai's on the Malzahar. Full strength and reducing. Immediately crew back on the map, trying to establish vision around the Baron, as that will be the next objective. But right now, this game, Castaways can smell the finish line. Soul secured. They're incredibly strong right now. Malzahar, I think, waiting on an item in base.
Oh.
Or just savoring the moment.
Who can say? God, and that was a fight that was pretty crazy up to the last second too, because there was a moment where it was a 2v4. It was Clawley and I want to say, I forget.
Oh yeah,
it was
Deathcap
Ambessa.
outright. Okay.
And like it really could have been anybody's fights right there. Oh, they just popped it. Oh, okay. All right. Well, keep an eye on Voidlings. Clawley
They're
doing
so
everything
fast.
they can to kite right here, but the damage is just insane.
They're so fast. They're
yeah.
so fast.
They're quick as fuck.
They're just ran down Ash in the mid lane. Oh,
Okay.
Blue scrap it.
Ambessa
Oh.
looking for an angle, but the counter punch of this damage is just so much, and there it is, the lockdown. Malzahar just gets to the side, and Set actually still able to take the pain train even after they died. They are just hunting
This
them
might be
down.
it.
This
I think it
really
is.
might be it. Enraged Moose pushed off into the jungle. The question is, do they have a wave? Do they have something to tank these towers? Maybe. Oh yeah, they've got one. They've got it's right there. Can't believe I didn't see it. That's one
there it
tower.
is.
Gonna go down. That's the next one. They did it. Did the fourth seed. Upset the first. Oh my god. A victory lap, and they've done it. The Castaways win their first week of playoffs.
Congratulations. The upset comes through. 4 seed, 4-4 on the season, as they said, scrapped their way into playoffs and just come out swinging in the first round.
Wow.
What a series.
Did that series deliver? Absolutely fantastic. Vega, you think you got time for one of our famous one question apiece interviews?
I do.
All right.
Don't steal my question.
I would never steal your question. I already
I'm
know
not
what
going
it
to tell
is.
you what it is because we're telepathically linked, so obviously you won't.
Let me, let's see.
Castaways. We are castaways. I don't know what that's even from.
Huh. Da-da-da. It's like it's a show,
It's got to be, yeah.
and it's an old show.
Okay, well.
It's sorry. Well, for same. Hop into community.
I'm going to look this up while you're doing that. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Backyardigans, okay? First of all, it's not that old. It's the Backyardigans.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I wasn't even thinking of that.
I have prepared Thomas's breakfast.
Okay.
You can play
Hold on.
this in the background of our interview.
Yeah, I'll also try to figure out what. Okay, here's Bimbo Sona. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to the desk, Bimbo Sona. Sona. First of all, congratulations on the win. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've done this. This is one of our famous one question apiece positive interviews. Thank you so much for joining us. We start you off with a freebie. How are you feeling about the win?
Very relieved. I think after game 2, morale was a little low, and I know that I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but I know that I definitely could have played game 2 better and dropped the ball a little bit, especially on some of those flash hooks. And I was glad that I got to kind of pull it back, and my teammates really performed. You know, I put them on champions that I don't put them on often, and I was like, you know what, this is your champ. The Malzahar was one of them, and I was like, I'm gonna trust you on this, and I mean, he delivered for sure. So they all did. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Voidlings pent up. But here's my question. Question which, of course, I will not be stealing Vega's question. He hasn't told me what it is, but I've intuited it, so I'm avoiding it.
Thank you.
Okay. Multiple times across that entire series, an objective is started. A fight is lost. The team comes back from base, runs all the way from base back to the objective, fights on that team fight objective once more. Was there ever any doubt? It just seemed like it was just go, 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 go. Is that your play style, or was that something in the spirit of this series?
I think that that seems to be what works best for us. Game 2, especially later, there were definitely some times where we were like, we were so defeated, then we just felt like we had to cede a lot of objectives. But Game 3 and Game 1 especially, but I think Game 3 was the big one where our top laner, who's my brother, he was the one who called when we got like wiped on that, what was it, second dragon, I think. He was the one who said, I'm TPing in, just fight this. They don't have cooldowns, we could just go in, and then we wiped them right back and got the Drake, so it ended up being really good. It was a good steal, I think, too, from the Ivern. So yeah, that seems to be what works best for us. So we were kind of floating around on what our team identity was, and we weren't quite sure until today, honestly, until this series.
Yeah, I think you found it.
Yes, definitely.
I would say so. Thank you, LeChance, for not taking my question.
Of course.
So obviously, coming into this, you guys, in kind of your own words, I'm ad libbing here, you kind of scrapped your ways into playoffs, but obviously you beat the number 1 seed. What does that do for your confidence going forward into the next round? Like, after this series, I mean, is the ceiling winning the championship, or how are you guys feeling about that?
I mean, the ceiling, even if like I played personally horribly and we accidentally won on a backdoor Game 3, the ceiling is always going to be winning the championship, right? I think that we have a really this was a great team that we faced, and they gave us quite a run for our money. I mean, obviously we were the challengers in this, right? But still, it felt very tough. It definitely did feel like they were the 1st seed compared to us being the 4th seed. But going into the Expedition 60 match, I think that's who we were playing, right? That's who we're playing next. That I know that's going to be tough. We played them before. I definitely think we have the strength to do it, but I'm not going into this. I'm not going to ride this wave of victory and think like, oh yeah, we're untouchable, because we need to take every opponent seriously.
Well, I gotta say,
Love that answer.
Yeah, I love your attitude. I think you
Love
guys
that answer.
Truly, you're in the right mindset. You're in that pocket. Here at the Low Budget LCS, listen, we're an underdog league. We love the underdogs, and honestly, I don't even know if we can call you that anymore today. But thank you so much for coming on and talking to us, playing an incredible game. And
yeah, thank you.
We're gonna be paying attention. We're gonna be staying in touch and seeing how this plays out, and maybe we'll catch you guys back again in the finals.
Yeah, glad to hear it. Hopefully.
And delightful. That was Bimbo.
What a great answer. I mean, that's
a great
such a good
fucking
answer. Oh my gosh, such
Just
good attitude.
So, honestly,
that's up there in my favorite interview. Like, that was really good.
Yeah, that's prime LBLCS attitude right there. We appreciate the fuck out of it. Also, huge showing from the crew, right? Going down game 1, pushing it to a game 3 series. That is not nothing at all. Oh, God damn it. Well, listen. We did it. Thank you all so much for joining us. I believe we'll be having some other streams this week, so keep your eyes peeled on the stream announcements. And Vega, it's so much fun to be back up here with you again. Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. It is always fun to step back into the La Vega arena and cast some wonderful games. This was a blast. We got an absolute banger series to watch tonight, too. Thanks, everybody who tuned in, all the wonderful people in chat. Yeah.
And I believe, if I'm fast enough, yes, to really bring the whole narrative thread, if you want to see where the screams have been coming from the back of Vega's mic, we're gonna raid Itty Bitty Banshee, and you can sort of see where the audio bath has been coming from. All right, folks, have a wonderful night, and thanks so much for joining us. Peace out.